Cooperative Credit Union is a proud supporter of local sports and our local athletes. We're also proud to be your hometown credit union, providing you with the best of both worlds. Friendly, small-town service, and a wide range of products and technology to meet your needs. For over 75 years, we've been member-owned, and we're proud to serve our member communities. Visit membersccu.org for more information, or stop by your local branch today. MCCU is an equal opportunity lender, member NCUA.
Hi, it's John and Kim, back again from B&B Market.
Last time, you took all the credit for the great specials we offer, but I'm here to let everyone know that we work together in making sure you'll find great prices throughout the store.
Kim, this one time I do agree with you. We do at B&B have great deals at the meat counter, but everybody knows I'm the real reason there is great deals.
Hold on there, John.
What?
You're starting again.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kim.
Let's just tell everyone, stop up at B&B and find out who really does know what's going on.
It's time now for the coach's comments portion of our Lumberjacks pregame show, and joining me is Lumberjacks head coach Tom Lenars as his team gets ready to take on South St. Paul here in the Class 4A state semifinals. And leading up to last week's game, Coach, the word was getting over the hump, and you did that in fine fashion. Let's go back to last Friday night in St. Cloud. Played a great first half against a very good team. I'd almost maybe use the word dominant, but certainly controlled them very well in the first half. Bit of a knee knocker in the third quarter, but I guess the thing that was most impressive and really kind of told a lot about this team was, at least for this season, how they came back in the fourth quarter. Didn't let it slip away from them, righted the ship, whatever you want to say, great composure, kept their focus and finished it off, ended up winning by 2 touchdowns. So just a great way to get over that hump.
Yeah, it was really exciting for us as coaches. We knew the kids were ready. They have had a great couple of weeks of practice. Coming out of that section final, we felt like we were playing as well as we had all season. The conditions obviously were a factor for, in terms of changing what we were going to do during the game. But I felt like our kids went out and executed in the first half about as good as they're going to be able to. The offensive line in particular really, was opening up holes and getting after guys up front. And so we ran the ball really well. We were able to complete a couple of passes, but in that kind of weather, you can't throw it around like we maybe wanted to originally. We talked about it at halftime. We said Becker's a good team. They got good coaches. They're going to make a run. They did. And I think the thing that I'll remember is after they scored the touchdown to go ahead and kick the extra point, my guys are coming off the field. And, and in those situations as a coach, I've been in different situations like that in the past, and you're always looking for kids that are kind of panicky or ready to maybe cash it in at that point. And the bottom line is they were focused. In fact, I think they were more mad than anything else. So as a coach, that's a good response. You kind of like that.
Yeah. And then after the game, a lot of snow angels, a lot of celebration, and probably maybe just a lot of relief as well as, getting past the game. And how much can you carry that into this game this afternoon?
We absolutely celebrated the win and, getting to this spot. I think the kids have really been taking a leadership role in making sure that that's not enough, making sure, hey, we're not here just to play in this game and be in the stadium. I mean, it's gorgeous, it's fun, we've had a great day, but they came here to win a football game, and they're focused on that. So I think from a coaching standpoint, it's great when the kids are willing to kind of take care of that. You don't have to talk them into anything.
Right. How is the mood of the team right now, coming in, checking out the stadium and whatnot?
They're really excited. For a lot of them, this is their first time being here, being in this building. So we came early with the idea that we want them to kind of be able to go and look at things and see things and just be in the space for a while so they're not awestruck when we go out there to warm up for 45 seconds before the game starts. So we knew that timelines would be tight. We wanted to make sure they were acclimated to things beforehand. So that was the goal.
Talk about your opponent here this afternoon and this evening, South St. Paul. Great team. They've obviously beat an undefeated team to get here in Marshall. And traditionally, this is a team that where's the beef is, and it's usually up front in their offensive and defensive lines. They traditionally have big teams. They're another team like Becker. They've been here many times before. This is their 5th year in a row, I believe, at the state tournament, and I'm not sure what it is overall, but tell us a little bit about the Packers.
They're a lot like us. They're pretty fast. They have a couple of big kids, but they're not as big as some of the other teams that you see in the state tournament. But they're very aggressive, especially defensively. They'll pound the football on offense. I think they had 3 passes last week. So they're not fancy, but they're effective. And with any sort of option team, you just have to be super disciplined defensively, and you got to tackle well, or they're going to just march on you all night.
Right. And your team, like last week with the snow and stuff, kind of hamstrung the Jacks a little bit, because we know we can throw it and run it. I'm speaking offensively, obviously, and playing in these perfect kind of conditions. Kind of excited to see maybe you open up the playbook a little bit and you can use all of your weapons that you have here this afternoon.
Well, we hope that's the case. We certainly are excited about playing in 7 degrees and no wind. So that's different at this time of year, and certainly going to be a lot of fun. We'll certainly look at what they're allowing us to do, in terms of what they're giving us defensively, and yeah, I'd say we're certainly going to focus on being more balanced than we have been the last couple of weeks.
One of the other things I was going to mention before I forget it here is the buzz that's around here and around town, and how great it is. And I know you've talked about it in the paper and stuff like that, but this is really an outstanding special time for the community and for the team, and how they're rallying around you. And everybody's going back talking about the 76 team and what you guys have accomplished so far, and what does that mean to you and your players?
Isn't it great? It's just been so exciting. I can't tell you how fired up I get just talking to some people that graduated in 1976 and were a part of the that run that team went on, and then obviously that was a great football team as well. So to be considered in that company is really cool. For the kids and for myself. To know that people are coming down today and during some of the bad weather and stuff like that is just great. We expect a pretty big crowd, and our goal is to go out and hopefully make them proud. That's kind of been our focus the last couple of weeks. Is we represent Cloquet and we represent Northern football, and we want to make sure we make a good showing down here. We're not getting a lot of respect in the local media down here, so. That's always fun to kind of make sure the boys understand that too, that, hey, the word's out that South St. Paul's going to run us out of the building, so let's see if we can change that for them. Yeah.
All right, let's, as we always talk about, some keys to the game. So one of them, I got to believe, Tom, is just maybe trying to get used to playing in this huge stadium.
Yeah, we'll use whatever warm-up time they give us to get the kids acclimated, especially with the kicking game, catch a few punts, catch a few kicks, and make sure Timmy's warmed up good. But, it's almost like that Hoosiers thing. You want to just remind them, hey, it's the same size field we play on at home. It's a game, and that's something we talked about as we were getting off the bus here today is, hey, go in, take pictures, have fun, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever, do all that stuff. Because when we come out of the locker room, I want you focused on winning a football game, just like we have been this whole year. So don't get caught up in the stadium and the fans and things like that. Let's focus on beating the Packers.
Yeah. And offensively or defensively, what would be your keys?
Well, I think we're going to have to be able to tackle well. We're going to have to not allow them to get that 5-6 yards of carry they've been averaging. If we can put them in third and long situations, I think we'll control the football. I expect us to be able to move the ball offensively. Obviously, you got to execute, but I think some of the things that we do are things that they'll have some difficulty with our athletes in space. Obviously, turnovers are big. We talk about that all the time. So, but with conditions like this, you hope the kids are going to hang on to the football and that Timmy's going to make good decisions when he's throwing it. So I expect it to be a great football game. I think, South St. Paul's good. There's only 4 teams left, so they're all going to be good.
Yep.
And we're going to see if our best is good enough. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I am too. Absolutely. We're ready to go here. And, Coach, we thank you as always, for taking time out to chat with us. Appreciate your time, and I think our motto for this week, or our saying for this week, is one more step, and hopefully we can do that and do this one more time next Friday.
Yeah, I just want to, going back to something you said earlier, I want to just make sure I get this on there. You know, the support we've had from the community has been so tremendous. You know, things like, you know, Mark Cool, you know, buying them pizza after the state game, and, you know, Judd at Taco John's feeding the team for free on Monday this week, and, you know, Ryan and Zach up at Carmen's have supplied the fruit and the Gatorade for the before the game stuff, and, you know, the Eagles Club donated some money to help us with equipment this year. So we've just had a ton of people, you know, local businesses that support us on, you know, our Adrenaline football card that we sell to the end of the year. You know, those things are just critical to our program having success, and it allows us to kind of make what's already a special trip just a little bit cooler for the kids. And I just want people to understand how much I really appreciate that, and the kids do too. So I just want to thank all those people and make sure they know how special they are.
Yeah, and believe me, I think you know, and the team knows just how wonderful the town feels about you guys and the success you've had, and, you know, made a lot of people happy, and hopefully we can do it one more time.
That'd be great. I'm ready.
All right, that is Lumberjacks head coach Tom Lenars joining us on our pregame show, and we'll return to U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis right after this.
Junction Tire Service, with 2 locations in Cloquet and Carlton, and Gateway Tire in Moose Lake, is tops in the Northland when it comes to tires and service. They know the importance of your vehicle running perfect at all times. It's also important to replace old tires during the cold winter months. If you find yourself stranded, call Junction Tire at 384-4500. The friendly staff at Junction Tire Service in Cloquet and Carlton and Gateway Tire in Moose Lake wishes all area teams the best of luck.
Hurry up and get in the car, kids, so you're not late for practice.
But we're hungry.
Oh, what's new? Luckily, we have enough time to stop at Minute Mart. I'll fill up the car and get some delicious World Blends coffee, and you can grab a snack.
All right. Thanks, Mom.
Put Minute Mart in your lineup and get everything you need in one convenient stop. Minute Mart has everyday low prices on gallons of milk and more. Plus, Minute Mart accepts competitor coupons. Minute Mart, everything you need to live life in the go.
Welcome back here to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis as we continue on our Lumberjacks pregame show. Not 100% yet if we're going to have the playing of our national anthem, if they do that once during the day, or if they're going to do it for the first game of the evening session, which would be this game, as it's turning out to be the evening session. Right now they're going to have the ceremonial pregame handshake where the captains, but they do not introduce the starting lineups here. They have the captains from both teams come out to center field. They shake hands, and then the rest of the teams come out and shake hands, and generally, and then have the national anthem. Let's take a look at the scoring so far from other games, starting with 9-man action, and we'll go through that. Spring Grove will be meeting Nevis for the 9-man state championship next Friday morning here at U.S. Bank Stadium at 10 o'clock. Spring Grove was a winner over Stephen Argyle, while Nevis defeated Russell Tyler Roofton. The Nevis Tigers 10-2 taking on the Spring Grove Lions 13-0 for the 9-man state championship next Friday morning here at 10 a.m. In Class Single A. There is still semifinal games to be played tomorrow. Bayer Lutheran, the Crusaders, 11-1, taking on the Minnesota Vikings. They are 12-0. That is at 11:30 tomorrow morning. And Wabasso, the Rabbits, taking on Ada Borup, Norman County West, the Cougars. They meet at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning in the other Class A semifinals. Wabasso is 12-0. Ada Borup is also 12-0. And taking a look at Class AA playoffs, it is going to be Caledonia taking on Pipestone for the Class AA state championship. Moose Lake Willow River lost this afternoon to Pipestone by a final score of 28-6. Meanwhile, Caledonia defeated Paynesville yesterday 49-16. Caledonia 12-0, Pipestone 12-1. They will play here next Friday at 1 o'clock for the Class AA state championship. In Class 3A, they have quarterfinal action here tomorrow at 2 o'clock and 4:30. At 2 o'clock, it'll be the Piers Pioneers, 11-0, taking on the Jordan Hubman. They are 9-3. That'll be the 2 o'clock game. And at 4:30, it'll be St. Croix Lutheran Academy, West St. Paul Crusaders, taking on Pequot Lake, the Patriots. They are 9-2. That game to start at 4:30. I already mentioned the Class 4A. Of course, Winona and Academy of Holy Angels played yesterday here at 4:30. Academy of Holy Angels Stars winning that game 26-22. They are 11-1. They'll face the winner of tonight's game between South St. Paul and Cloquet next Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. And let's take a look at Class 5A. And in Class 5A, quarterfinals tonight, semifinals tonight. It'll be Owatonna versus Brainerd. Owatonna Huskies 10-1 taking on the Brainerd Warriors. They are 9-2. That game is to follow our game. And earlier it was Elk River beating Apple Valley 51-40. And in Class 6A, it'll be Eden Prairie, the Eagles. They beat Maple Grove 26-0. They'll be taking on the winner of the game between Minnetonka and Cretin-Durham Hall. That game is actually the game that's coming up after ours. Brainerd and Owatonna play tomorrow night at 7. Minnetonka 10-1. Cretin-Durham Hall 8-2. And you are caught up as we're ready for kickoff here. The Lumberjacks look like they will be receiving the football as Lure and Mygig go back to receive. And South St. Paul will be kicking off. We'll get to those starting lineups here in just a moment. Kicking off for South St. Paul is number 15, and that is Nathan Brandecker, and he'll have it teed up at the 40-yard line, and Mygig and Lure's back deep Luzo's back deep for the Lumberjacks, and we are set to get underway as Brandecker approaches. Check that as number 10, Samuel Rohrer. Here's the kick. It'll go to Luzo at the 2-yard line, and Luzo will bring it back up the middle of the field, comes to his right, looks for a block outside, gets across the 15 to the 18-yard line, and that's where the Lumberjacks will start first down and 10. For the South St. Paul Packers, at left defensive end, senior number 12, Alex Rodriguez. The left defensive tackle, senior number 41, Luke Olson. Right defensive tackle, senior number 99, Michael Lomax. At right defensive end, senior number 52, Carl Agborabang. Middle linebacker, senior number 44, Nick Gallagher. Left outside linebacker, senior number 24, Joe Marlowe. Right outside linebacker, senior number 76, Ben Smith. At safety, junior number 4, Jack Lures. At safety, senior number 14, Antonio Cortez. As Pokernowski throws on first down, and the ball is tipped up high off the hands of Hassan Mygig, incomplete. The rest of the Packers line up at cornerback, senior number 9, Ben Marlowe, and at the other cornerback, senior number 21, Matt Forbrook. Head coach of South St. Paul is Chad Sexauer. His assistant coaches are Matt Sattler, Pete Schultz, and Randy Bjorklund. The Packers 9-2 overall, and they're the champions of Section 3. Second down and 10 for the Lumberjacks as Pokernowski's pass for Mygig was up high. Second down and 10 for Cloquet from their own 18-yard line, and Jack will hand it off on second down, and Spencer Weir will get his first carry of the game. Check that. That is Pokernowski on the quarterback keeper. And up to the 24-yard line, a gain of 5 for Pokernowski. And the third down and 5 for the Lumberjacks on their own 24. Just underway in the opening minute of play, Lumberjacks and the South St. Paul Packers Class 4A semifinals. Out of the shotgun, Pokernowski, 3 receivers to his left. He throws a short pass. It's caught in space. First down and more as Mitchell Gerlach ahead to the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 13 yards to Gerlach as he lined up left in a wide receiver bubble screen. Got that pass. It's good for 13. And the Lumberjacks move the chains on first down. For the Lumberjacks at center is senior number 51, senior number 53, Jordan Peel. As the Lumberjacks on first down and 10 will bring a man in motion. And the pitch goes to Gerlach. Gerlach right side has an opening. Gets a block out there from Spencer Weir. Gerlach will push it across the 45 to the 46-yard line. And that's a pickup of 7 yards for Gerlach. The rest of the Lumberjacks offensive lineup. Zach Danaski is at guard, senior number 51, along with junior number 62, Luke Penitzko. The tackles, senior number 54, Bryce Turnbull, and senior number 66, Dylan Lauer. At split end, senior number 1, Tyler Moose. Tight end, senior number 9, Josh Bushy. As the Lumberjacks on 2nd down and 3, quarterback keeper by Pokernowski. And Polk is across the 50 to the 49. And that is a gain of 6 yards for Pokernowski and a first down. At halfback, senior number 23, Hassan Maigig. Fullback, senior number 5, Spencer Weir. The wingback, senior number 7, Mitchell Gerlach. And the quarterback, senior number 3, Tim Pokernowski. Head coach of the Lumberjacks is Tom Lenars. His assistant coaches are Jeff Ogenin, Paul Reese, Jamie Fast, Taylor Cole, Brian Lindstrom, Kyle Wardelman, and Lance Horvath. First down and 10 for Cloquet from the South St. Paul 49-yard line. Pokernowski avoids the rush. Now steps up, steps out of a tackle, sidesteps another man, picks up the first down, and then is thrown down unceremoniously there by big number 78, Darian Foster. 6 foot, 300 pounds. Pokernowski's going to move the chains on 1st and 10 as he picks up 11. Doubles his rushing total, and the Lumberjacks are off to basically the same start they had against Becker last Friday night when the Lumberjacks took the opening kickoff, drove downfield, and scored a touchdown on their first offensive possession. We have 9:35 left to go here in the first quarter. We are just underway from U.S. Bank Stadium. Lumberjacks first down and 10 at the South St. Paul 38-yard line. Option. Pokernowski's going to keep it himself. Spins ahead, gets tripped up to the 31-yard line. And that's a gain of 7 more for Pokernowski. Pokernowski last week led the Lumberjacks with 151 yards on 19 carries and scored 2 touchdowns. Spencer Weir also went over the 100-yard mark for the Lumberjacks with 112 yards, also on 19 carries, and he also rushed for 2 touchdowns. Mitchell Gerlach had the other touchdown for the Jacks on a 5-yard run. 2nd down and 4 for Cloquet. And it looks like South St. Paul jumped a little bit. Pokernowski's going to keep it again, and Pokernowski's going to be close to first down yardage. Ben Marlowe, the right cornerback, steps up to make the tackle, and they are going to give Pokernowski the first down. Pokernowski has rushed 5 times now for 34 yards. Gerlach has 1 for 7 yards, and Lumberjacks, even though we've got controlled conditions inside, have thrown just 1 pass and was incomplete, intended for Maigig. That was the first play of the game, and since then they've run 6 running plays in a row with Pokernowski carrying on 5 of those. He's going to roll out to his left. He's got all kinds of room. Inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line, and that'll be a pickup of 9 more yards as the Packer defenders covering Lumberjacks receivers. That cleared out the whole left side, and Pokernowski had all kinds of room to run, and he gains 9 yards and 9 yards and a 2nd down and 1 from the Packers' 16-yard line. Lumberjacks taking in this opening kickoff, and they've already ran 3.5 minutes almost off the clock. We're down to 8:17. There is no score. Pokernowski will hand it off to Spencer Weir. Breaking tackles. Weir to the goal line. Touchdown! Spencer Weir, his first carry of the night. He goes in from 17 yards, and the Lumberjacks lead it 6-0. Spencer Weir, as he has done all season long, breaking tackles. That one just right up the middle, right through the heart of that Packer defense. And 3 minutes and 51 seconds into our first quarter, and the Lumberjacks lead it by a score of 6-0. For Spencer Weir, that is touchdown number 18 on the season. A 17-yard run for Spencer Weir. And on to add the extra point. The kick is up. Eli Benson bangs it through, and the Lumberjacks, with 8:09 left to go in the first quarter, take a 7-0 lead over the South St. Paul Packers. This is Class 4A semifinal action from U.S. Bank Stadium. We'll return to Minneapolis in 30 seconds.
When it comes time to relax and enjoy a new movie, make your next stop Premier Theaters Cloquet. Located on South Highway 33, Premier Theaters offers all the newest movies and a whole lot more. Fresh buttered popcorn, cold drinks, and a great atmosphere make Premier Theaters an inviting stop even on the coldest of winter days and nights. With comfortable seating and plenty of space, your night out will be a pleasurable experience and remarkable experience. Premier Theaters, South Highway 33 in Cloquet.
All right, welcome back here to U.S. Bank Stadium as Eli Benson will kick things off. 3:51 of the first quarter. Spencer Weir, a 17-yard touchdown run. The extra point kick added by Benson, and the Jacks take the opening kickoff. They march downfield 82 yards in a span of 3 minutes and 51 seconds, and they lead it 7-0 as Benson kicks this one off. A angled kick that heads to the right side, picked up at the 15-yard line, and a big open field hit there by Jordan Limer as he wallops the Packers and number 5, Chase Benson, on the kickoff return, but the Packers will have good field position starting at their own 28-yard line. And our first look at the South St. Paul offense. Their quarterback is senior Cade Sexauer, is running back. Senior number 12, Angel Rodriguez, and senior number 5, Chase Benson. They do not throw the ball a whole heck of a lot. They primarily like to run, and we're going to find out right now as Sexauer will go under center. He has split backs behind him. That is Benson and Rodriguez. He'll bring a man in motion from right to left on 1st and 10. South St. Paul on the dive up the middle, straight ahead, and a gain of nearly 5 yards. As Benson takes the handoff, and this is one of the things that Coach Lenars was talking about, that South St. Paul, they average about 5 yards a carry, and they just push you off the ball. They pick up 5 there for Benson, and it's 2nd down and 5. South St. Paul from their own 32-yard line. This is the first offensive possession of the game for the Packers. Jacks lead it 7-0. Sexauer brings a man in motion from left to right. And here's the give to Rodriguez, and he is met and brought down. No gain on the play. Peel in there for the Lumberjacks, as was Schneeberger as well. And they will give Rodriguez a gain of 1 yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And, it is 0 yards on that carry. I stand corrected. It is now still 3rd down and 5. Great penetration by the Lumberjacks' interior defensive line. So 3rd down and 5, Sexauer under center, split backs behind him, and he wants to pass. Southpaw quarterback looks to his left, and the ball is nearly intercepted as Lauer reaches in and swats it away. The intended receiver was Alex Rabello out around the 40-yard line, and a nice job there by Dylan Lauer, by Alex Luzo, rather, to reach in and swat that ball down, and the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down and 5, and South St. Paul is on a 3-and-out as Brandecker will come on to punt it away. Nathan Brandecker, number 15, stands at his own 22-yard line. Mitchell Gerlach handles the punt return chores for the Lumberjacks. He is just inside his own 40 at the 38-yard line. High snap, and not a good kick as it's going to be short and out of bounds off the side of the foot of Brandecker. And Cloquet will have it at their own 42-yard line. No, much better field position here for the Lumberjacks to begin their second drive, but that didn't seem to matter on their first when they started back at their 18 and went 82 yards in 3 minutes and 51 seconds to score the game's first touchdown on a Spencer Weir 17-yard run. For Weir, it was his 18th rushing touchdown of the season, and by the way, Weir is over 1,000 yards on the year. He has 1,008 yards heading into this game, which is now 1,025 yards after the 17-yard touchdown run. Out of the shotgun, Lumberjacks 1st and 10, and Hassan Mygig is going to get a handoff, his first carry of the game, and Mygig shifts and shimmies his way right up the middle of the field to the 49-yard line, and a gain of 7 for Hassan Mygig on his first touch. And it'll be 2nd down and a short 3 for the Lumberjacks here at the 49-yard line of Cloquet. We have 6:18 left to go in the first quarter. Lumberjacks lead at 7-0. Their second offensive possession after the Packers go 3 and out and are forced to punt it away. Pokernowski now fakes the give to Weir, and Pokernowski is going to be taken down for a loss. A tackle for a loss on the play, as that time the blocking broke down, and the reason why was big number 52, Carl. I'm going to need some help. A lot of letters and vowels here. Egborum bang on the tackle. And that'll be a loss on the play of 2 yards for Pokernowski. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for Cloquet back at their own 47-yard line. From the shotgun, trips to the right, rolling to the right is Pokernowski. Looks downfield, now tries to cut it back, finds a little opening to the 45, and that should be enough for a Lumberjack first down. Great job there by Pokernowski as the pursuit was coming after him, and Pokernowski is able to just slam on the brakes, and 3 Packer players ran right past him, and Pokernowski was able to cut it back towards the middle of the field, and he picks up 7 yards and a Lumberjack first down. 48 yards on 8 carries for Pokernowski. The Lumberjacks 5 first downs in the game so far. They have the ball first down and 10 at the South St. Paul 46-yard line. They lead at 7-0 with a little over 5 minutes left to go in the game. Spencer Weir tries to break a tackle, and it's all white. As leading the way for South St. Paul is Nick Gallegos, one of many there for South St. Paul to make the tackle. Weir still managed to pick up a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down, and we'll give them 1 yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Cloquet. Once again, back inside South St. Paul territory. 2nd down and 9 from their 45. Pokernowski with a short pass, caught here by Gerlach, but he runs right into the defender. As unable to hold his block was Mygig, as he was supposed to put the block on Ben Marlowe, and I think Mygig fell down on the play, and that allowed Marlowe to come clean on Gerlach. Gerlach caught the pass, but he actually lost 2 yards on the play. Had Mygig been able to hold on to that block, either Mygig or Tyler Moose, had he been able to hold on to that block, there was a lot of green in front of Mitchell Gerlach. 3rd down and 11, Cloquet. Pokernowski back to pass. Looks down the sideline, now flush to his right. He's under pressure, and he throws it away at the last moment in the area of Spencer Weir. And it'll be 4th down, and the Lumberjacks will be forced to punt it on 4th down and 11. Pokernowski could not afford to take that sack. He was all the way back at his own 35-yard line. Looked originally to the left down the sidelines, didn't like it, and then just had to get rid of it as he is in the grass. Weir was in the area, so there will be a punt here coming from Tim Pokernowski, and the Packers will send a man back. That's Rabelow at his own 15-yard line. There's a timeout, and the Packers are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. There's a break in the action. 3:41 left to go in quarter number 1. Our score, Cloquet 7, South St. Paul 0. We'll return to U.S. Bank Stadium right after this.
The Cloquet School District wishes to recognize all of the tremendous work the students, their families, and the staff have done to achieve great student successes in our academics, arts, and athletics. Congratulations also are due to all Cloquet students because of the fine qualities of citizenship they show in and out of the classroom. Go Lumberjacks! You make us proud.
All right, welcome back here to Minneapolis. By the way, Lumberjacks are the home team here, and they were the home team last Friday night in St. Cloud. So the Jacks were in their purple tops, black pants, black helmets, white numerals, and trim. South St. Paul in the white pants, jerseys, maroon helmets, maroon numerals, and maroon trim. Rabelow stands at his 15. Pokernowski from his own 41. Low snap, gets the kick away, and Pokernowski put his knee down to field the punt, and he is downed on the play. It was a low snap, and a critical turnover here as Pokranowski had to go down to field the snap and just automatically went down, put a knee down when he fielded the punt. And when you put a knee down in high school football, you are down on the play. And so South St. Paul will take over 1st and 10 at the Cloquet 41-yard line. So a gift from the Lumberjacks, as Pokranowski, without even thinking, just went down on a knee to field the ball, and he did, and was downed on the play at the Jacks 41. Man in motion comes from left to right. That is Max Bauer, and on the handoff it goes to Benson, and Benson crashes his way down inside the 35 to the 31-yard line, and nearly a gain of 10 yards for Chase Benson. And that is a first down and a gain of 10 for Benson to the Lumberjacks 31-yard line, and turned over on downs for Cloquet. And it's almost like a turnover, actually, instead of a turnover on downs. And the kneel down by Pokranowski at the 41. So first down and 10, South St. Paul, Cloquet 31-yard line. The give to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez trips as he goes forward. But even tripping, he stumbles ahead to the 25, and a gain of 6 for Angel Rodriguez. And it'll be, by the way, for South St. Paul, that was their first down of the game. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Packers. 2:50 left to go in the first quarter. Jacks leading by a score of 7-0. And Sexauer will work once again from under center. Split backs behind him. Brings a man in motion. And they'll hand it off as they go off of right tackle and close to first down yardage. On the carry is Benson. Or was it Rodriguez? Actually, I believe it was Rabelow, number 1. Gain of 3. Ben Rodriguez, we're going to go with that. So comes up short, half a yard short of the first down. 3rd down and less than a yard from the Lumberjacks 17-yard line, straight ahead. And that will be a South St. Paul first down at the 17-yard line. And Sexauer on the carry. Gain of 5 on his first carry on the quarterback sneak, and that will be a Packer first down. First down and 10, the ball at the Lumberjacks 17-yard line. The Packers will work off of the right hash mark. They trail 7-0 with 1:45 left to go in the first quarter. Lumberjacks turning it over on downs at their own 41-yard line. Sexauer hands it off to the first man through. Still on his feet is Rodriguez, as now he gets a huge push from the Packers offensive line, as 3 offensive linemen for South St. Paul just pushed the pile forward about 7 or 8 yards to the Lumberjacks 5-yard line. And Rodriguez picks up 12 yards on that carry with a lot of help from his linemen. And it's first down and goal to go for the Packers at the Lumberjacks 5-yard line. South St. Paul knocking on the door, threatening to tie this one up. Sexauer under center, split back on 1st and goal. The give to Benson. Benson ahead and goes into the end zone standing up as the Packers are on the board. Chase Benson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And South St. Paul takes advantage of that Lumberjacks miscue, starting at the Lumberjacks 41-yard line after the kneel down on the punt by Pokranowski. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this one up. On to add the extra point is Samuel Rohrer. As Rohrer tries to tie this game with a little over a minute left to go. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. And with 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining in our first quarter, we are tied. Cloquet 7, South St. Paul 7. We will return to the U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis with more Class 4A semifinal action right after this.
The law firm of Rudy Gassert, Yetka, Pritchett, and Helwig would like to wish the Cloquet Lumberjacks the best in the football playoffs. As a general practice firm, the Rudy Law Firm has 6 attorneys who specialize in 6 different areas of law, allowing them to handle just about any legal matter, including family law, real estate, probate, and even personal injury cases. The Rudy Law Firm has been helping people in the Cloquet area since 1973. Learn more about Rudy Law Firm. Check out their website, www.cloquetlaw.com, or call 879-3363. Rudy, Gassert, Yetka, Pritchett, and Hellwig.
All right, welcome back here to U.S. Bank Stadium. The Lumberjacks give the Packers a gift as they get a touchdown on a 5-yard run by Chase Benson at 10:48 of the first quarter. The extra point kick added by Samuel Rohrer, and we are tied at 7 apiece as the Packers go 41 yards in 6 plays for the touchdown. The kickoff fielded by Mygig takes it from his own 5, heads to the left, drops the football, and gets it back once again as Mygig took it all the way from the right side of the field, tried to come to the left side, but got hit up high, dropped the football, and got it back again. And the Lumberjacks, for the second time here in the first quarter, will start from their own 18-yard line. That might be a good thing as they scored their only touchdown starting at their own 18-yard line on their first possession of the game. We are tied 7-7 with 1:05 left to go in the first quarter. Randy Stahl from U.S. Bank Stadium. Earl Foster back in our WKLK studios. Glad you could join us. Getting on about an hour and a half late here tonight, and things progressing well so far as Pokernowski with Weir to his right will start on first down. He takes the handoff. Pokernowski up the middle. A lot of room to run. Pokernowski breaking tackles. Oh, he's tripped at the 46-yard line, or he was going to take that one all the way. Tim Pokernowski with the lead block from Spencer Weir, weaving his way to the Packers defense, and the last man back, Ben Marlowe, got a hand around the ankle, tripping up Pokernowski, and that was a 30-yard run by Tim Pokernowski at 78 yards on 9 carries from the shotgun. Weir and Mygig. The give goes to Weir off of the left tackle, and Weir still on his feet up near first down yardage. He stumbles forward, and that was number 76, Darian Foster, again saving what would have been a huge run, and as it is, it's a gain of almost 9.5 for Weir. And he's second down in a short 1 yard as the Lumberjacks, for the third time in a row, have moved the ball into South St. Paul territory. On second down and 1, Packers nearly jump offside. Now they come on the run blitz. The give goes to Mygig, and Mygig may have lost a yard as the Packers put 7 or 8 men in the box. Short gain on the play, or a short loss on the play. We've come to the end of the first quarter. Cloquet will have the ball back, facing third down and 2 from the South St. Paul 43-yard line. We'll return to U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. You're listening to Lumberjacks football on WKLK AM 1230, 96.5 FM, and also you can find us online at northwoodsradio.com.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Minnesota so special?
They do. You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Come back here to Minneapolis. Tim Pokernowski on the third down and a yard carry picks up the first down to the South St. Paul 33-yard line. Needed 1 and picked up 10. And Pokernowski, as he has done all season long, continues to succeed with both his arm and his legs, and it's been his legs lately. He has 833 yards rushing on the season, That 10-yard gain puts them up to 88 yards on 10 carries. First down and 10, Cloquet at the 33. Pokernowski again, the run to the right side. High steps to a tackle. Pokernowski has the first down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. And a gain of 16 yards on the run by Pokernowski. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, he is over 100 yards on the night so far with 104 yards on 11 carries. And that is the 8th first down of the game for Cloquet, but we are tied at 7-7 with 11:19 left to go in the second quarter. Jack's first down and 10 at the South St. Paul 17-yard line. The give goes to Weir. Weir that time met right at the line of scrimmage. And it is number 76 for South St. Paul, but we do not have a 76 on our roster. There is no gain for Weir. He has 27 yards on 4 carries. It'll be second down and 10 from the Packers' 17. I'd say this is probably in field goal range if it got to that point for Eli Benson. Pokernowski will work from the shotgun. We're on the read option, and Pokernowski this time is going to get hit. He never had a chance to get rid of that ball. In fact, he was going to keep it all the way as he goes off the right side, and I don't believe he picked up much of anything. Maybe a yard, and they are going to give him a yard to the 16-yard line. So it'll be third down and a long 9 for Cloquet from the South St. Paul 16-yard line. Pokernowski is 2 of 4 passing, both of them to Mitchell Gerlach for a total of 11 yards. See if he puts it up here on third down and 11. Jackson, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, empty backfield. Pokernowski will throw. We have a whistle, and the Packers call a timeout. They did not like what they had seen defensively. That is the first time the Lumberjacks have gone to an empty backfield tonight with the 5 receivers in the empty backfield. And Cloquet will re-huddle here on third down and 9 from the South St. Paul 16-yard line. We have 9:54 left to play in the first half. We are tied at 7-7 for the Lumberjacks. Spencer Weir, a 17-yard touchdown run at 3:51 of the first quarter. The Lumberjacks were forced to punt on their second offensive possession, and the punter, Tim Pokernowski, went down on a knee inadvertently to field a low snap, and Jacks ended up turning it over on downs. It was fourth down and 11. They gave the Packers the ball at the Cloquet 41-yard line, and South St. Paul took advantage of that short field and tied the game on a 5-yard touchdown run from Chase Benson at 10:48. That is where we stand, 7-7 here in the second quarter. But the Lumberjacks, once again, inside South St. Paul territory. They have a third down and 9 from the Packer 16-yard line. They'll go to the same formation, 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. And the Lumberjacks started early. Did they catch it? I'm not sure, but the pass was incomplete. And now we get a late flag as Pokernowski gets hammered after the throw, and Joe Marlowe brought him down. Josh Bushy started early. That should have been a false start. And I wonder if we're going to get a roughing the passer call, because it happened in the Lumberjacks backfield close to Pokernowski, and Pokernowski really got slammed to the turf hard by Marlowe, and Pokernowski now. Yep. And thank you, Joe Marlowe, as the Lumberjacks are going to pick up another first down by penalty, but Jacks got away with one because Josh Bushy absolutely left early on that play. I cannot believe that they did not blow that play dead. First down and goal to go. The ball is loose on the field as a bad exchange between Pokernowski and Weir. Weir was supposed to take the handoff. That was a half the distance to the goal line penalty, so it was only an 8-yard penalty, and the Jacks first down and goal to go at the Packers 8-yard line. And now after the drop on the handoff exchange recovered by Weir, it'll be second down and goal to go from the, once again, the Packer 8-yard line. 9:20 left to go in the second quarter. Tied 7-7. Second down and goal to go from the 7. Here's the give to Hassan Mygig. Mygig heading to the end zone. Did he get in? No. They said he was just a half a yard shy. He was reaching for the end zone. but my gig comes up about a half a yard shy. So we'll give Hassan a gain of 7. And the Lumberjacks knocking on the door. To be 3rd down and goal to go from the Packer half-yard line. Lumberjacks trying to regain the lead after scoring on their first possession of the game. Pokernowski from a half-yard out hands it off to Mygig, and he will walk into the end zone for the touchdown. Hassan Mygig, a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Lumberjacks have regained the lead at 13-7, and that drive kept alive on a personal foul penalty against South St. Paul. And the Lumberjacks, Eli Benson comes on to add the extra point. And South St. Paul had to drive the length of the field, starting their first possession at their own 28. Jacks forced him into a 3-and-out, but when they got a short field, they went in and scored. Benson to add the extra point out of the hold of Luzo. The snap to set the kick. It is up, and Benson floats it through perfectly. And with 8:35 left to go in the second quarter, our score: Cloquet Lumberjacks 14, the South St. Paul Packers 7. We'll return to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis right after this.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree. And we'd like to help. We're Edward Jones. Together, we'll give your long-term retirement strategy the attention it deserves. Stop by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Andy French's office, 1305 Highway 33 South, Cloquet. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
All right, welcome back here to U.S. Bank Stadium. Once again, the Lumberjacks, they go 82 yards for the second time tonight. They cap the drive with a 1-yard touchdown run by Hassan Mygig at 3:25 of the second quarter. Eli Benson with the extra point, and the Lumberjacks have gone back in front by 7. 14-7 is our score. And Benson will kick it off here for the Lumberjacks. Better kick, as it'll be fielded at the 12-yard line across the 20 to the 25, and another big hit, as on the kickoff return for South St. Paul was number 22, Nate Daly on the kickoff return for the Packers. And to the 33-yard line, Ryan Badger on the special teams tackle for the Lumberjacks. And a 15-yard return rather, for the Packers, Nate Daly. South St. Paul, their third offensive possession, and they will start at their own 33-yard line. Cade Sexauer, senior quarterback, under center, split backs, Benson and Rodriguez. To his left and right, the give goes to Benson, and Benson lost the ball! Loose on the ground, and Tyler Moose has recovered! Lumberjacks force a fumble inside, and Tyler Moose pounces on it at the Packer 45-yard line, and the Lumberjacks have it 1st and 10 at the South St. Paul 45-yard line. Did not catch the number on the replay here. Here we go. We'll get one more look at it as Benson hit inside. I believe it was Peel on the forced fumble. Benson picks up 3 yards before coughing it up, and the Lumberjacks start 1st and 10 at the South St. Paul 45-yard line. The pass, Pokernowski pumps, steps up, throws it over the middle. He's got a man open, caught. Mygig, 10-5, touchdown! Pokernowski with the pump fake. The safety bit. Mygig took off, and Pokernowski drops it into the bucket from 45 yards out, and the Lumberjacks lead it 20-7. Hassan Mygig, 45-yard pass reception, and the Lumberjacks, one play, 45 yards, and they are an Eli Benson kick away from taking a 2-touchdown lead. South St. Paul coughing it up, and the Lumberjacks cashing it in. Benson out of the hold. The kick, it is up, and it is good with 8:14 left to go in the first half. Our score, the Cloquet Lumberjacks 21, the South St. Paul Packers 7. We'll return to Minneapolis right after these messages.
Cloquet's newest restaurant is now open, N.E. Barbecue and Smokehouse, located on the corner of 7th and Cloquet Avenue, and the food is great. The atmosphere is fantastic with live music on the weekends to entertain you. N.E. Barbecue can accommodate your large groups and private parties. Happy hour specials on drinks and appetizers. $7.99 lunch specials every day. Doors open at 11 a.m. until midnight. Check them out on their Facebook page, N.E. Barbecue and Smokehouse, for more information.
Chase Benson with the fumble for South St. Paul. Jacks take over on the Packers 45, and Tim Pokarnowski hits a Son Maigig with a 45-yard touchdown strike at 3:46 of the second quarter. Benson adds the extra point, and the Lumberjacks take advantage of the turnover. They lead at 21-7 with 8:14 left to play here in the second quarter from U.S. Bank Stadium. Benson to kick it off from his own 40-yard line, and he'll hammer it to the right side once again, picked up at the 22-yard line, and Riley Leslie will throw the Packer Benson out of bounds. And Packers will have good field position once again at their own 30-yard line. And the Lumberjacks have scored on 3 of their first 4 offensive possessions, and all 4 times they've been in Packer territory. And South St. Paul will work from the right hash mark at their own 30-yard line. 8:09 left to go here in the second quarter. Lumberjacks leading it 21-7. First touchdown pass of the game for Pokarnowski as Sexauer under center brings a man in motion from left to right. That's Bauer, and they'll hand it off up the middle, and a short gain of about 4 yards as Benson gets the call once again. Packers traditionally do not throw the ball very often. Now they're going to go into a hurry-up offense on a gain of 4 for Benson from the 34-yard line. No huddle. Once again, they bring a man in motion. That's Bauer. And this time they'll go left side, quarterback keeper for Sexauer, and breaks a couple of tackles across the 40 to the 41-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down as Sexauer finds his way for 8 yards and a first down. And once again, South St. Paul in the hurry-up offense, first down and 10 now at their own 42-yard line. Sexauer gets the play from the sideline, split backs, Rodriguez to his right, Benson to his left. 2 receivers to his left, and now they'll bring one of those receivers in motion. That's Bauer. Sexauer back to pass. Sexauer floats it over the middle, and it is caught on his way to the end zone. Rabelow as Tyler Moose takes him down, but he's into the end zone for a touchdown as the Packers in 2 plays answer on a 58-yard touchdown pass. Alex Rabelow got in behind Tyler Moose, and Sexauer put it in there on a perfect strike. First pass completion, and just like that, the Packers are right back in it. 58 yards on the touchdown pass from Sexauer to Rabelow. Packers will have the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. And so South St. Paul, they go 70 yards in 3 plays, and they draw within 7 on a 58-yard touchdown pass from Cade Sexauer to Alex Rabelow. Time of the touchdown, 4:56. We'll return to Minneapolis. Our score, Cloquet 21, South St. Paul 14.
Taco John Steak Escape on Highway 33 South in Cloquet says good luck to the Lumberjacks. Stop by Taco John Steak Escape after the game and upgrade to steak. Substitute juicy hand-carved sirloin steak in any menu item. Why not try a sirloin steak meat and potato burrito or the sirloin steak stuffed grilled taco? And new on the menu, sirloin steak nachos. Escape today to Taco John Steak Escape, 1200 Highway 33 South Cloquet. Open till midnight on Friday and Saturdays.
And they go in 4 plays. Alex Rabelow, a 58-yard touchdown pass from Cade Sexauer at 4:56 of the second quarter. The extra point kick added by Sam Rohrer. And it is now 21-14 Cloquet over South St. Paul. And Sexauer stepped up and just got it over the head of Tyler Moose. Moose trying to catch up to Rabelow, and Rabelow outran him to the right pylon. And here's the ensuing kickoff, and Mygig will field it here at his own 2-yard line. Comes back towards the middle of the field. Mygig looks for a lane, and Mygig to the 18-yard line, and that's okay. That's been a magical spot for the Lumberjacks to start. This will be the 3rd time that they have started at their own 18-yard line. They've scored 2 of their touchdowns on 82-yard drives from their own 18-yard line. See if they can do it again. 21-14, Cloquet leading South St. Paul. Up. They may have broke the ice here. The officials moved it up to the 19-yard line. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. 6:59 left to go in the second quarter. 21-14, they'll hand it off to Mygig. Mygig up the middle, and he stumbles and falls. He tripped over the leg of defensive lineman Michael Lomax of South St. Paul. Mygig had a lane up to the 24-yard line. A gain of 5 for Mygig. He has 20 yards on 5 carries and a touchdown. 2nd down and 5 as Moose will bring the play in from the sideline for Cloquet. Jacks have rushed for 2 touchdowns, thrown for 1. And it'll be 2nd down and 5 for Cloquet from their own 24-yard line. Split back, Pokranowski under center. Mygig gets the call, and Hassan has first down yardage as he got a very nice block up front there from Luke Knitzville, number 62. And to the 30-yard line, a gain of 6. And the Lumberjacks pick up another first down. That is the 10th first down of the first half for Cloquet. Jacks have not had any trouble moving the football, but they got burned on a long play there, and that was one of the things that Coach Lenars has been trying to avoid. Here's Pokranowski calling his own number, and Pokranowski wrapped up and brought down after a short gain by number 78. That's Darian Foster. Pokranowski will gain 4. Pokranowski is is already over the 100-yard mark on the night. He has not rushed for a touchdown, but he's rushed for 109 yards and 13 carries. 2nd down and 6 for the Lumberjacks from their own 34-yard line. We have 5:29 left to go in the quarter. Option read here. Pitch back to Weir. Weir will take it towards the right sideline and got a very nice block from Tyler Moose, and that'll allow Weir to pick up the first down and a gain of 9 yards on the run by Spencer Weir. He has 36 yards on 6 carries, and very nice block there from Tyler Moose, which allows the Lumberjacks to pick up the first down at the Cloquet 44-yard line. 21-14, Cloquet leading South St. Paul with 5:14 left to go in the first half. Benson splits out wide to the left. Pokranowski will drop into the shotgun. Weir and Mygig are his backs, and this time it'll be Spencer Weir, and Weir caught from behind as Carl Agborambang. I'm going to get that name right by the end of the game. I think I got it there. Agborambang with the tackle from behind. Weir a short gain of a couple. That'll be 2nd down and 8 from the Cloquet 46-yard line. South St. Paul has used 2 of their 3 timeouts. Lumberjacks still have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. 2 receivers And now the Lumberjacks jump offside, and this time Josh Bushy got caught. That is the first penalty of the game against Cloquet. Bushy got away with one on the play where Pokernowski got roughed up by the Packer safety, and this time Bushy did not, as he absolutely jumped. In fact, he jumped, and then the other receiver on that right side started as well. So a false start against Cloquet will back them up now, second down and 13 from back at the Cloquet 41-yard line. Clock continues to run. 4:11 left to go in the first half. Cloquet leading at 21-14. Pokernowski single back, brings Gerlach in motion. Pokernowski's going to call his own number, gets a block from where? Pokernowski into the grade, wide open. 30, 20, 10. No flags. Touchdown, Lumberjacks! Tim Pokernowski, 59 yards, and the Lumberjacks lead at 27-14. Pokernowski, he didn't have a rushing touchdown, but he's got one now. 59 yards for Pokernowski, 168 yards for Tim Pokernowski on 14 carries, and we have 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Jacks back up by 2 touchdowns, 27-14. Pokernowski faking that give to Gerlach, who came in motion. Spencer Weir got out in front of him. The snap, the set, the kick, it is up. And once again, Benson, that ball did not clear the left upright, so Benson misses the extra point, but the Lumberjacks have a 2-touchdown lead once again. Our score, Cloquet 27, South St. Paul 14. We'll return to U.S. Bank Stadium right after this.
Out of sight, out of mind is a trick that usually doesn't work, especially when it comes to your retirement. Start planning early so retirement doesn't sneak up on you. Come in and see me, Joanne Trevoranis, at Franzen Investment Services, 712 Highway 33 South, or give me a call at 218-878-2975. I'll help you put a plan together so you can look forward to retirement with confidence.
Security advisory services and insurance companies are offered through Investment Centers of America, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, and a registered investment advisor and affiliated insurance agencies. ICA is not affiliated with Franzen Investment Services.
Well, 18-yard line, 19-yard line, I guess it didn't matter as the Lumberjacks scored their 4th touchdown. Tim Pokernowski, sensational 59-yard run at 8:04 of the second quarter. The extra point kick from Benson goes wide left, but the Lumberjacks regain their 2-touchdown lead at 27-14 with 3:56 left to go here in the first half. And Rodriguez will field it at his own 12-yard line. Angel Rodriguez tries to spin out of a tackle, and he's not going to be able to do so. Taken down at the 27-yard line. And that is number 51 for the Lumberjacks, Zach Dynasty, on the special teams tackle for Cloquet. And South St. Paul will start first down and 10 from their own 28-yard line. They trail 27-14 with 3:50 left to play here before halftime. And on a field like this, under these kind of conditions, no surprise that we have had some absolute shootouts. The last game was 50-41, 91 points scored between Elk River and Apple Valley in the game before ours. Here is Sexauer on the quarterback keeper, caught and taken down after a short gain, as that was Jordan Bolas coming up and bringing Sexauer down for a gain of only a couple. As Sexauer has 15 yards on 3 carries. Packers not in the hurry-up offense as of yet. Packers have run 13 plays in this game. Second down and 8. Sexauer back to pass. Left-handed quarterback throws it out, and it is dropped by Brandecker at the 42-yard line. That was a wide-open Brandecker as Leslie closed late, but Brandecker, the pass was low, but certainly catchable as the Sexauer put it out there. Nope, it was not even low. That was right there at the numbers, and Brandecker, I think, heard some footsteps on that one, as he just simply dropped the ball. 3rd down and 8. Jacks trying to get a 3-and-out, leading 27-14 with 3:08 left to go. Jacks still have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. So St. Paul is just the one. Sexauer under center. Split backs behind him. Benson's his favorite guy, but he's going to pass. Lofts it down the right sidelines, and he overthrows it. It was intended for Raveloe. Alex Luzo with airtight coverage, and the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down and 8, and South St. Paul is going to punt it away. So the Lumberjacks force the Packers to punt for the 2nd time today. And Mitchell Gerlach will go back to receive the punt. Brandecker's last punt was short, only about a 28-yard punt, 28 or 30-yard punt. Brandecker will step back to his own 19-yard line. Clock stops at 3:04. High snap, brings it down, gets the kick away. Good. High kick. Gerlach's going to fall all the way back, and he dropped the ball. The Packers recover at the 25. Did Gerlach touch it? No. Oh, boy. I thought Mitchell Gerlach touched that ball. I wonder if they're going to review this play, because that certainly looked like Gerlach touched the ball. It was recovered by Chase Benson at the Cloquet 25, and are they going to review this? I would not even want to see this on the 2 jumbotrons here that adorn each end of the field. And if I'm Cloquet, I would run a play immediately. Pokernowski out of the shotgun from his own 25-yard line. And in motion comes the Bushy, the carry by Pokernowski, and he is slammed down. One low, one high. That was Boomgarden on the bottom, and it was Gallegos over the top, and that's a loss of 2 for Jim Pokernowski. First time the Lumberjacks have brought Bushy in motion from left to right. And it's a loss of a couple on the play. 2nd down and 12 back to the Cloquet 23-yard line. Jacks lead at 27-14 with the 2:24 left to go in the first half. Jacks have not had any trouble moving the football. Pokernowski will now go from under center, and they'll hand it off to Mygig, and Mygig, looking for a hole, slips out of one tackle, pushes it back to the original line of scrimmage, which was the 25, and he'll tack on one more, and that's a gain of 3 for Mygig. We'll see if the Packers call a timeout, as it is 3rd down and 9 with under 2 minutes left to go in the half. So if the Lumberjacks do not pick up the first down here, you can bet that South St. Paul will call a timeout. There's 23 seconds left to go on the play clock, and the Jacks are absolutely looking at that, as they're going to let this clock wind down to under 10 seconds before they break huddle. 1:30 left to go. 3rd down and 9. In fact, they might let this run all the way down to 0 before they call their first timeout, and that's what Tom Lenard is going to do. He's going to take a timeout with 3 seconds left to go on the play clock and 1:24 left to go on the game clock, and Lumberjacks will be facing 3rd down and 9 from their own 26-yard line. It's been a great first half for Cloquet. Jacks last Friday night led by 2 touchdowns going into halftime, as they led 20-7, and a similar score here, 27-14, a 13-point lead once again for the Lumberjacks, with 1:24 left to go in the second quarter. They have the ball 3rd down and 9 at their own 26. Coming up at halftime, we'll recap all of our scoring from tonight's game. We'll also add up the stats, and we'll see what other games are. We'll recap some games that were played earlier, give you the scores on those, and take a look at some games coming up. All of that coming up at halftime, as Cloquet 3rd down and long from their own 26-yard line. If the Lumberjacks keep this one on the ground, Weir is the single back. Pokernowski out of the gun. Weir to his left. Benson's out wide. They'll bring a man in motion. That's Gerlach. They run it to the left side. Weir in front. And Pokernowski, a gain of only a couple of yards. And now St. Paul does indeed call that timeout. And the Packers use their 3rd and final timeout. Jacks will have to punt it away, as it'll be 4th down and 7 for Cloquet. The ball at their own 28-yard line, and for the first time tonight, Cloquet is forced to punt. I take that back. They were forced to punt on their second offensive possession, and Pokernowski inadvertently went down on a knee to field the snap, giving the ball to South St. Paul at the Cloquet 41-yard line, and Packers went in from there to score their first touchdown of the game. And so the Packers have used all 3 of their timeouts. There's 1:17 left to go on the clock. Packers are going to get this ball somewhere around midfield. Lumberjacks have auditioned a number of punters this year. And actually, Tim Pokernowski's younger brother, Marcus Pokernowski, who was out of the lineup because of a leg injury, had taken over punting duties for Cloquet, and he has got a boom of a leg, but he is not available. Again, he is out with a left leg injury. So Tim Pokernowski stands at his own 15-yard line. Rabelow all the way up at his own 43. Good snap, has time, gets the kick away, and a good punt. Rabelow will field it, and he lost it. It's off his hands, but he tracks it down back at the 34-yard line. It's an adventure, folks, here inside this massive stadium, as trying to field punts looking up at this giant wide-open spaces sometimes can be challenging. And that was a great high punt by Pokernowski. Rabelow, I think it was a little deeper than what he thought it was. And as he went to field it, the ball went off his hands and behind him, and South St. Paul will take over. Actually, Rabelow chased the ball and recovered it out of bounds at the South St. Paul 34-yard line. Packers will start from there with just 1 minute and 9 seconds left on the clock and no timeouts remaining. Sexauer under the center with split backs. Benson to his left, Rodriguez to his right. Sexauer wants to pass. Looks left, now starts to step up. He's hit, and it is intercepted. Bushy at the 29. Josh Bushy to the 24-yard line. Bryce Turnbull putting the lick on Sexauer, and the Packers turn it over for the second time tonight on the interception by Josh Bushy, and the Lumberjacks will have the ball at the Packer 24-yard line with 1 minute left to go and 2 timeouts remaining. Great defensive pressure there as Sexauer hesitated before he threw. I think he wanted his receiver to get a little more open before he attempted the pass, and as he went to throw it, Turnbull drilled him between the shoulder blades, and that ball popped out and right into the hands of Josh Bushy. Pokernowski, 5 receivers set, empty backfield. Pokernowski's going to run it himself down to the 17-yard line, and a gain of 7 for Tim Pokernowski. Under 1 minute left to go. And Cloquet starting at the South St. Paul 24-yard line, and the Lumberjacks are going to use their second timeout with 40 seconds left to go before halftime. Oh, would this be huge for the Lumberjacks if they could punch this in, leading 27-14. Even if they could get a field goal, any points here for the Lumberjacks would be big for them, and they have the ball 2nd down and 3 at the South St. Paul 17-yard line. What a defensive play by Bryce Turnbull as he hit Sexauer just as he let it go, and the ball just floated forward about 7 yards. Josh Bushy was standing there all alone, basically watching the play, and the ball just dropped right into his arms. Thank you very much. And Bushy returns it 6 yards to the 24. A 7-yard run by Pokernowski, and it is now 2nd down and 3 for the Lumberjacks at the Packer 17-yard line. Jacks leading at 27-14. 40 seconds remaining before halftime, and they have 1 timeout remaining. Shotgun, Moose, wide to the right. In motion, Gerlach. Keeper, Pokernowski, following Knitzko's block. Pokernowski inside the 10, down to the 9. They're going to have to hurry up, as that is a gain of 8 yards for Tim Pokernowski and a Lumberjack first down. See if the Jacks spike the ball, and they do with 29 seconds left. We've got a flag down. First down and goal to go Cloquet at the South St. Paul 8-yard line. Lumberjacks spiked the ball where they not lined up. Yep. Yeah, 5-yard penalty against Cloquet as Lumberjacks were not all the way set or lined up. So they'll move it back to the South St. Paul 9-yard line. Second down and goal to go from the Packers 9. 26 seconds left to go. Pokernowski to throw over the middle for Moose, and it is incomplete. Check that. It was Eli Benson. As Benson came on the post pattern, the ball was actually behind him. Good defense there by the Packers as Ben Marlowe hit him just as the ball got there. It was up high, and the ball goes incomplete, and we're now looking at second down and goal to go from the 14-yard line. Somehow the Lumberjacks lost a couple more yards on that penalty. 20 seconds left to go. Jacks have time. Pokernowski rolls to his right. Pokernowski has a lane, and now he's going to try to run. Pokernowski to the 5, and he's bumped out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at the 5-yard line, and a gain of 9 for Pokernowski. And the clock stops with 14 seconds left to go. It'll be third down and goal to go from the Packer 5-yard line. What do you do here, Cloquet? Well, I guess the Jacks still have one timeout remaining. That is right. Do you run a play here, go for the touchdown, and then stop the clock and maybe kick a field goal? Jacks got to come away with points here. They have to take advantage of this turnover. They lead it 27-14, even if they can get a field goal. Although Benson did miss his last extra point. Pokernowski on the option pitches it back to Weir. Weir to the 5, and Weir down at the 4-yard line with 7 seconds left. Cloquet quickly calls a timeout, and that read option did not work the way that the Jacks had hoped it would. And now they will bring out the field goal unit as they move the ball to the middle of the field. Fourth down and goal to go at the South St. Paul 4-yard line. This would be a 21-yard field goal for Eli Benson. This would be about 2 yards longer than an extra point kick. So Benson will line up for the 21-yard field goal with now they put 3 seconds back on the clock. There is not one. No, there is 7 seconds left to go. So fourth down and goal to go from the South St. Paul 4-yard line. And Eli Benson will attempt a 21-yard field goal. Lumberjacks use their third and final timeout of the half to set up the field goal. This coming on a South St. Paul turnover on an interception. They have 2 of them in the game. They fumble in the earlier in the second quarter. So Benson out of the hold of Riley Leslie. This will be officially a 22-yard field goal. The snap, the kick, it is up, and it is just good inside the right upright. Benson got it a little bit angled towards the right, but he hits the field goal with 3 seconds remaining, and the Lumberjacks take advantage of the interception with a 22-yard field goal by Eli Benson. Time of that field goal is 11 minutes and 57 seconds, and the Lumberjacks increase their lead now to 30-14 with 3 seconds left to go in the half. And that may seem like a lot, folks, but I'm sure, just like you, no points could be enough. No lead could be large enough in this game, if you know what I mean. So, good start. Lumberjacks, 30 points. Who'd have thunk in a state semifinal playoff game? Lumberjacks scoring 30 points in the first half. I know they scored, I think, 42 earlier this year, but I think that was against Duluth-Denfeld. They are not South St. Paul. Line drive kick to the 20-yard line. Bobbled, picked up by Rodriguez. Rodriguez straight ahead to the 36-yard line, and the half ends. And the Cloquet Lumberjacks head off the field, and they get a roar of approval from their Lumberjack fans They have a commanding lead, 30-14. The Cloquet Lumberjacks lead the South St. Paul Packers at halftime. And we'll be back with our scoring, our stats, and a whole lot more. You are listening to Cloquet Lumberjacks State Tournament Football right here on WKLK, and you can also find us online at northwoodsradio.com.
It's been a great football season, and the Cloquet Lumberjacks have a great team. Adam Bailey would like to take the time to congratulate the Jacks on an outstanding and undefeated season. As an independent business owner in Cloquet, Adam Bailey knows the work and effort it takes to be successful, and the Lumberjack football team has shown they have the traits necessary to be a winning team. Again, good luck, Lumberjacks, in the playoffs from Adam Bailey and his staff.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Ah, let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught.
Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's time to get serious about getting ready for ice fishing. And Coates RV on Highway 61 in Scanlon is your Yeti Ice House headquarters. Check out the latest Yeti models, including the Angler Edition, Grand Escape Edition, and the Trax Toy Hauler Edition. Ranging from 12 all the way up to 21 feet, you're sure to find a Yeti that fits your needs. Or you can always customize your own and pick a shell for you. Coates RV open Monday through Thursday 9 to 6, Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 4, closed Sundays. Check out the Yeti Ice Houses today at Coates RV.
Community Printing in Cloquet is proud to be your one-stop shop for all your printing needs. They can help you promote your business and also promote for all special events throughout the year. If you want anything printed or embroidered with a logo, message, or for any event, Community Printing can get it done. They can also help with promotional items, prizes, giveaways, or awards. Just stop in and talk to the pros. They also do full color printing and quality business printing in high volume. That's Community Printing in Cloquet on Cloquet Avenue.
Washington Avenue Laundry and Car Wash, located conveniently on Washington Avenue in Cloquet, is more than just a great place to wash your clothes. You can also drop them off and have them done for you. They also offer car and truck washes, as well as car and truck detailing, mobile wash, and even oil changes and vehicle repair services. All of this at one location. Call 879-9836 or stop by Washington Avenue Laundry and Car Wash today. Meet the friendly staff and make your appointment for one or several of the services they offer.
This is Corey at Cloquet Service Center. When it comes to automotive services, we can help you. At Cloquet Service Center, we provide every kind of service your car needs. We do computerized automotive diagnostics and wheel alignments. We work on electrical, air conditioning, suspension systems, and brakes. We can do the general maintenance your car needs. We work on light truck, diesel repair, as well as change your oil. We have master ASE certified technicians, so you know the job gets done right. Cloquet Service Center on Highway 45, or call for an appointment, 879-2131.
All right, welcome back here to U.S. Bank Stadium as the Cloquet Lumberjacks lead the South St. Paul Packers in the Class 4A semifinals 30-14 at halftime. And boy, if you thought last Friday night's first half was good, Lumberjacks have taken it to another level here inside the comfy confines of U.S. Bank Stadium. You know what I think it is? I think it's all the purple in here. The purple palace, and it looks like for the Lumberjacks, it could say Lumberjacks in the end zone instead of Vikings, because they have looked absolutely perfectly comfortable here inside this massive stadium. And the purple is working for them, folks, as they lead at 30-14. Let's go to our scoring. Lumberjacks, like last Friday night in St. Cloud, got off to a great start. They took the opening kickoff from their own 18-yard line. They drive 82 yards, and they score the game's first touchdown. Spencer Weir, on his first carry of the game, goes in from 17 yards out at 3:51 of the first quarter. Benson adds the extra point, and the Lumberjacks led it by a score of 7-0. However, the Packers would come back following a turnover on downs by the Lumberjacks, and it was almost, I guess you could call it a turnover in itself, as the Lumberjacks had to punt from their own 42-yard line, and Tim Pokernowski, who does the punting for the Jacks, received a low snap. He went down on one knee, without even thinking, I'm sure. And of course, in high school football, when your knee goes down, you are down. He went down on one knee to field the punt. That gave the Packers the ball at the Cloquet 41-yard line. They took advantage of the short field, and Chase Benson went in from 5 yards out at 10:48 of the first quarter to get the Packers within a point. Samuel Rohrer added the extra point, and at that point, the Packers tied the game at 7-7. It was 7-7 after one quarter, but 3 minutes and 25 seconds into quarter number 2, Hassan Mygig would score the first of his 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This one on a 1-yard touchdown run. Again, at 3:25 of the second quarter, the extra point kick added from Benson, and the Lumberjacks went ahead 14-7. The Packers then would turn the ball over. They turned it over twice in the first half. This was their first. It was a fumble, and the Lumberjacks recovered at the South St. Paul 45-yard line, and one play later and 21 seconds later, the Lumberjacks went up 21-7 as Hassan Mygig catches a 45-yard touchdown pass from Tim Pokranowski at 3:46 of the second quarter. Benson adds the extra point, and it was 21-7. However, South St. Paul would come right back just 5 plays later, and it came just less than a minute later, as at 4:56 of the second quarter, Alex Ramelow scores the Packers' second touchdown of the game. This one coming on a 58-yard pass from Cade Sexauer. It was Sexauer's only completed pass in the first half, but it did go for 58 yards as Ramelow got in behind the defense and outran the defender to the right corner of the end zone. The extra point kick from Rohrer, and that made it 21-14 in favor of Cloquet. The Lumberjacks would get the touchdown back at 8:04 of the second quarter as the Lumberjacks once again drove the length of the field. It wasn't 82 yards, but it was 81 yards with the same result. At this time, Tim Pokranowski calling his own number, a sensational 59-yard touchdown run. 8:04 of the second quarter. Benson's extra point kick went wide left, but the Lumberjacks took a 27-14 lead. The Packers would then turn it over for the second time in the half on an interception as Bryce Turnbull put a big hit on Sexauer just as he was releasing the ball. The ball floated right into the arms of linebacker Josh Bushy. Bushy returns it to the Packer 24. Lumberjacks would drive it downfield, but the drive would stall at the South St. Paul 4-yard line, and from there it would be Eli Benson adding a 22-yard field goal just before halftime at 11:57 of the second quarter, that making it 30-14, and that is where we stand here at halftime. We'll take a short break and come back with some stats from our first half. You're listening to Lumberjack State Tournament Football from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis right here on WKLK, and you can also follow us online at northwoodsradio.com.
Have you looked at the new and improved Northland Sports Online website? At Northland Sports Online, we have local stories about local teams and events around the Northland. We have over 30 photographers contributing photos to the website, as well as a host of writers bringing the action to life. The new photo galleries, as well as the new look and design, have made us one of the fastest-growing websites in the Northland, and has made us a favorite not only to players, but to parents, grandparents, and more. Don't forget, it's www.northlandsportsonline.com. Federated Co-ops is member-owned. At Federated Co-ops, they pay their profits back to their customers in the form of dividends, and they've satisfied the needs of customers since 1929. Federated Co-ops is also proud to sponsor sports broadcasts of all our local teams and wish them well during the season. With in-house experienced technicians, you have the peace of mind in knowing that Federated Co-ops can handle any emergency need for you this heating season. Call Federated Co-ops for more information on how we can help you.
Life changes, then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called unexpected. So when it comes to your financial goals, our philosophy is don't predict, prepare. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can potentially derail your family's financial security. Edward Jones financial advisor Tia Grodkowski can help you prepare for life's unexpected events. Stop by the office at 314 Elm Avenue, Moose Lake for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Sonnenberg Well Drilling of Eskil offers drilling of residential, commercial, and cabin wells. The experts at Sonnenberg Well Drilling have the experience to assure the success of your well, and they can offer you advice on flow problems with your rock well. If your rock well is experiencing flow issues, the professionals at Sonnenberg Well Drilling may be able to increase the flow with the hydrofrac process. Call Sonnenberg Well Drilling at 879-4080, 879-4080 for more information.
Trusting someone to do something that you don't understand is nerve-wracking. Muckala & Warren PLLC offers worry-free tax preparation. If you're looking for year-round tax planning, accounting, payroll preparation, or electronic tax filing, visit Muckala & Warren PLLC at 206 Arch Street in Cloquet's historic West End. You can also reach Mike at 879-4879. Call Muckala & Warren PLLC to put your mind at ease. As an independent, locally owned bank, all staff at Cornerstone State Bank in Cloquet is committed to hometown service and the growth of their customers and communities. Save, borrow, plan for retirement, buy a home, buy a business, or buy a car. Cornerstone State Bank wants to be the bank of your financial future. Ask about free checking, mobile banking, Treasures Club, Mascot Checking, and Gems Club. Cornerstone State Bank, online at cornerstonestatebank.com. Cornerstone State Bank, downtown Cloquet, the cornerstone of your financial future. Member FDIC.
Hear that? That's the sound of energy savings. I'm switching to LED bulbs. That's the sound of energy savings too. I'm caulking all my windows and doors. That's the sound of me visiting Minnesota Power's website, where I found those energy savings tips and more, like free rebates and a free home energy analysis. Well, what do you know? There's Minnesota Power now to perform my home energy analysis.
Minnesota Power, moving energy forward at mnpower.com.
For the South St. Paul Packers, their leading rusher in the first half was Chase Benson. He has 27 yards on 5 carries. Angel Rodriguez, 21 yards on 4 carries. And quarterback Cade Sexbauer has 15 yards on 3 carries. A total of 63 yards rushing in the first half for South St. Paul. Sexbauer is 1 of 5 passing in that first half. The one pass he did complete went for 58 yards to Alex Rabelow and a touchdown. He has also thrown an interception. 63 yards on the ground, 58 yards in the air, 121 yards in total offense for the Packers. They had just 4 first downs in the half. They had 1 penalty for 8 yards, and they turned the ball over twice on a fumble and also on an interception. For the Lumberjacks, Tim Pokernowski, I gotta believe the UMD Bulldogs are liking what they see, as he was offered a scholarship opportunity to UMD. Was Tim Pokernowski towards the end of the season? He has 192 yards on 19 carries and 1 touchdown. For Spencer Weir, he has 39 yards on 8 carries and a touchdown. Hassan Mygig, 29 yards on 7 carries and a touchdown. And Mitchell Gerlach has 1 carry for 7 yards. The Lumberjacks have rushed for 267 yards in the first half. Pokernowski passing is 3 of 6 for 56 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. The first 2 passes went to Mitchell Gerlach for 11 yards, and the last one went to Hassan Mygig for 45 yards and the touchdown. 323 yards in total offense for Cloquet in the first half. They had 12 first downs. They were flagged twice for 10 yards and penalties, and they did not turn the ball over. The Lumberjacks have scored 10 points off of turnovers in that first half. One other note for the Lumberjacks, the Packers have run 18 plays in the first half. Cloquet has run 41. So nearly more than double the plays Cloquet has run offensively. For the Packers, they had 7 drives in the first half. They punted on their first series, scored a touchdown on their second, fumbled on their third, scored a touchdown on their fourth, punted on their fifth, had an interception on their sixth series, and then the end of the half on their last possession. For the Lumberjacks, they had 7 possessions in the first half. They had a touchdown on their first drive, turned it over on downs on the errant punt on their second, scored a touchdown on their third, scored a touchdown on their fourth, and scored a touchdown on their 5th, punted on their 6th, and kicked a field goal on their 7th. So the Lumberjacks scored on 5 of their 7 first-half possessions. They lead 30-14, and we will be back to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis for our second half right after this.
Nothing beats the taste of fresh meat and produce, and Fond du Lac Gas and Grocery on the Big Lake Road in Cloquet has you covered. That's right, stop in today at Fond du Lac Gas and Grocery and shop their large selection of fresh meats and produce at great prices. Check out the many deli items. While there, take advantage of the low gas prices and get a great car wash. Fond du Lac Gas and Grocery on the Big Lake Road, where surprises just keep showing up.
Hagen's Glass and Paint, located at 28A Street North in Cloquet, has been serving the Cloquet and surrounding area since 1947. Hagen's Glass and Paint offers same-day service, mobile installation, 100 windshields in stock, and insurance company approved. Call the friendly staff at Hagen's Glass and Paint today at 879-4531. Take advantage of their 1-cent windshield wipers with installation of a new windshield. That number again, 879-4531, or just stop in.
All right, welcome back here to Minneapolis. The winner of tonight's game between Cloquet and South St. Paul will take on the Academy of Holy Angel Stars. They were a winner yesterday afternoon here at U.S. Bank Stadium as they defeated the previously undefeated Winona Windhawks. 26-22 was the final score. The Academy of Holy Angels Stars are champions of Section 5. And they are 11-1, and they will play in the Class 4A championship game right back here next Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. And even though the Lumberjacks have what seems like a large, comfortable lead, it is in reality only a 2-score lead, as it is a difference of 16 points. 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions could tie this game for South St. Paul. So it is still a 2-score game. And I'm quite sure that head coach Chad Sexauer was telling his team that at halftime. The Packers will receive the ball to begin the second half. We'll take a break and come back with our second half kickoff here from at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Our score at halftime: the Class 4A semifinals, Cloquet Lumberjacks 30, South St. Paul 14. We'll return right after these messages.
Hope I see a buck soon.
Just keeping you safe, my friend. Have you reviewed your disability and life insurance coverage lately? Reliable and Auto Owners Insurance can do that for you. You never know when an accident might happen.
Hey, thanks.
Reliable and Auto Owners Insurance, keeping you safe, sound, and secure.
Got any hot coffee?
You bet.
Reliable Insurance Agency. We're true to our name.
LaCourse Pool and Enval Law Office wishes good luck in the playoffs to all area teams. For over 30 years all across the Northland, the injured and disabled have turned to LaCourse Pool and Enval, the Northland's top caliber team in workers' compensation, social security disability, serious personal injury matters, criminal defense, and family law. So, when it comes to workers' compensation, social security disability, serious personal injury, criminal defense, and family law, put the best on your side. Call 800-535-1665. That's 800-535-1665. LaCourse Pool and Enval. Community Printing in Cloquet is proud to be your one-stop shop for all your printing needs. They can help you promote your business and also promote for all special events throughout the year. If you want anything printed or embroidered with a logo, message, or for any event, Community Printing can get it done. They can also help with promotional items, prizes, giveaways, or awards. Just stop in and talk to the pros. They also do full color printing and quality business printing in high volume. That's Community Printing in Cloquet on Cloquet Avenue.
It's time to get serious about getting ready for ice fishing. And Coates RV on Highway 61 in Scanlon is your Yeti Ice House headquarters. Check out the latest Yeti models, including the Angler Edition, Grand Escape Edition, and the Trax Toy Hauler Edition. Ranging from 12 all the way up to 21 feet, you're sure to find a Yeti that fits your needs. Or you can always customize your own and pick a shell for you. Coates RV open Monday through Thursday 9 to 6, Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 4, closed Sundays. Check out the Yeti Ice Houses today at Coates RV.
Okay, Lumberjacks are 24 minutes away from reaching the state championship game for just the second time in the school history. It's been 41 years since that has happened, way back in 1976. Jack's trying to maybe rewrite history. They've got a half of football to go, and believe me, South St. Paul will be making a push here in the third quarter. Becker did it last Friday night, and you can certainly expect them to make a push here in the third quarter. Lumberjacks gave up 2 touchdowns and the lead in that game to Becker last Friday night, falling behind 21-20 after the third quarter, but the Lumberjacks regrouped and scored 2 of their own touchdowns in the fourth quarter to end up winning at 36-21. Packers will receive the ball to begin the second half. Benson and Rodriguez are back deep. Benson has it at the 40-yard line and a straightaway kick, and Benson will take it at his own 16-yard line. Chase Benson across the 30 to the 37-yard line. As Chase Benson, who has scored one of the Packers' 2 touchdowns in the first half, is taken down at the 37-yard line. Packers have started at their 28, the Cloquet 41, they're 33, they're 30, they're 28, they're 34, and they're 30. So they have had some very good field position to begin their drives here. As we are set to go with the second half, Cloquet leading at 30-14. Packers first down and 10 from their own 37-yard line as Kate Sexauer under center brings Bauer in motion, the handoff to Benson, and Benson straight ahead and immediately hit and taken down. And on the bottom of that pile is Dylan Lauer. And remember last week in the fourth quarter, Dylan Lauer was nicked up, but he's back out there for the Jacks in this game. Of course, wasn't going to miss it. 3-yard gain for Chase Benson. And it is second down and 7. Sexauer back under center. Again, split backs, and once again, they'll bring a man in motion. That's Bauer. The handoff to Benson, and Benson taken with a handful of jersey by Turnbull. And Benson pushes it up to the 45-yard line, and he'll come up about a couple of yards shy of the first down, and a gain of 5 for Benson. And this is exactly what South St. Paul does well. They just basically line up and run it right up the middle. Third down and 2. As Benson lines up now. Nope, he comes out of the game, and number 22 comes into the game, Mike Jones. Third down and 2 for South St. Paul from their own 45-yard line. And Sexauer hands it off. Rodriguez gets the call, and he breaks the tackle for a first down. Tyler Moose ends up wrapping them up and bringing them down at the midfield stripe. That's a gain of 5 for Rodriguez and a first down for South St. Paul. Packers had just 4 first downs in the first half. Benson gets a rest, and now he will come back in as Nate Daly, that was Nate Daly, 22, not 23, comes out of the game. Packers, same formation. Rodriguez to the right. Sexauer under center. Benson to the left. With Bauer to the left as a receiver, and on first down and 10 from the midfield stripe, quarterback keeper by Sexauer, and Sexauer straight ahead just got in behind his center. And he charges ahead for a gain of almost 8 yards. Big Darian Foster, number 78, leading the charge, and Sexauer into Lumberjacks territory to the 42-yard line, and a gain of 8 yards for Sexauer. 23 yards now on 4 carries of South St. Paul, just lining up and running the ball straight ahead. Second down and short from the Lumberjacks 42-yard line. Second down and 2. Packers on the opening drive of the third quarter. Bauer comes in motion. Sexauer hands it off to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez has the first down. Getting his slowed up was Dylan Lauer. Slowed him up, but Rodriguez was able to slip out of that tackle, pick up 4 yards, and South St. Paul picks up another first down. This time to the Lumberjacks 37-yard line, and a gain of 4 for Packers, and now they do go to the no-huddle offense. 2 receivers to the right, split backs on first down and 10. The give to Rodriguez, and this time Turnbull will wrap him up and bring him down after a gain of about 3. Also in there for Cloquet was number 51, Zach Danaski. And they give Rodriguez a gain of 4. Second down and 6 now. Packers on the move at the Cloquet 33-yard line. They started this drive at their own 37, and they are just marching right downfield with the run. Just under 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Jacks leading at 30-14. Bauer comes in motion. They'll give it to Rodriguez again, and Rodriguez a short gain as they try to go off of right tackle. Stepping up for the Jacks, getting up a little slowly on the play was Peel. And a gain of 4 more yards for Rodriguez. It'll be third down and 2 from the Lumberjacks' 28-yard line. And the Packers just methodically running between the tackles. And third down and short from the Jacks' 29. Bauer comes in motion. And this is Sexauer with the carry, and he's wrapped up and brought down. Bryce Turnbull not fooled on the play at all. In fact, that is going to be a tackle for a loss, and it'll be fourth down, a loss of a yard for Sexauer as he faked the give and tried to take it himself. And Bryce Turnbull stayed at home, read that play, and wrapped him up and brought him down back to the Cloquet 30-yard line. They need to get to just inside the 27. Fourth down and 3 for South St. Paul at the Cloquet 30-yard line. Big play here for the Lumberjacks defensively. Split backs, Benson and Rodriguez on fourth down, and now the Packers are going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. So we have 7:34 left to go in the third quarter. 30-second timeout on the field. We'll return right after this.
It's been a great football season, and the Cloquet Lumberjacks have a great team. Adam Bailey would like to take the time to congratulate the Jacks on an outstanding and undefeated season. As an independent business owner in Cloquet, Adam Bailey knows the work and effort it takes to be successful, and the Lumberjack football team has shown they have the traits necessary to be a winning team. Again, good luck, Lumberjacks, in the playoffs from Adam Bailey and his staff.
All right, welcome back here to U.S. Bank Stadium. Randy Stahl with you. Earl Foster back in our WKLK studios is producing. Fourth down and 3 for South St. Paul. The ball on the Cloquet 30-yard line. And the Packers call a timeout. Huge fourth down here. I know we're still early on in the second half, but the Jacks can somehow get a stop. Packers have run 4 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock on this drive, which started at their own 37-yard line. Cloquet leading at 30-14, and Sexauer under center, and they're going to change things up as they've loaded up the left side of their line. Fourth down and 3 from the Jacks 30, rolling out. Sexauer wants to pass, and it is caught for a first down. Rabelow at the 23-yard line, and a gain of 7. Second pass completion of the game. Both of them going to Rabelow, and that one good for 7 yards and a Packer first down. I have not seen that formation from the Packers so far in this game. And Rabelow got open. First down and 10 from the Cloquet 22-yard line. Bauer in motion from left to right. Sexauer hands it off to Rodriguez, and there's a minimal gain of a couple of yards. Lumberjacks 20-yard line. Rodriguez has 40 yards on 9 carries. He's had to work for every one of them. So the Packers go to the air on fourth down and 3, and the Lumberjacks stuff that running lane. And it'll be second down and 8 from the Cloquet 20-yard line. Clock continues to tick. That's okay. Packers can use all the time they need. Second down and 8. Man comes in motion. Sexauer under center. And Rodriguez gets the call, and we have a flag down. Got a false start against South St. Paul. And for the Packers, that is just their second penalty of the game. They had a personal foul penalty for roughing the passer back in the second quarter. That helped extend the Lumberjack drive, but it came at the South St. Paul 16-yard line, so it only ended up being an 8-yard penalty. This one now will push them back to the Cloquet 25-yard line. It'll be second down and 13 from the Cloquet 25. And Rabelow and Bauer out wide to the right, split back. Sexauer under center on 2nd down and 13. And he'll keep it himself, and he is tackled in the backfield for a loss as they tried to go on the fake give to Benson, and Spencer Weir was right there for the Lumberjacks. They're going to give Sexauer forward progress to the 28-yard line. That'll still be a loss of 3, and Sexauer's last 2 carries have been for -4 yards. He has 19 yards on 6 carries. 3rd down and 16. The ball back on the Lumberjacks' 28-yard line. Another big down here for South St. Paul on 3rd and 16. Sexauer wants to pass, straight drop. Now flush. He's going to try to tuck it and run. Gets to the outside and brought down by Bushy. Short of the 1st down, but Sexauer does pick up nearly 10 yards on the run to the Lumberjacks' 18-yard line. That's a gain of 10 for the senior quarterback, and it'll be 4th down now. And 4th down and looks like 7, and they're going to go for it from the 18-yard line. They need to get to the 12. 4th down and 6 from the Lumberjacks' 18. Sexauer back to pass, throws it up, and it is knocked down, incomplete. Diving for it was Riley Leslie. Packers had a man at the end zone. Riley Leslie lays out and tips it away. Lumberjacks take over on downs. Brandecker was open in the end zone, and Riley Leslie closes and knocks it down with the left hand, and the Lumberjacks allow the Packers to get to the 18-yard line before they have to turn it over on downs on a 4th down and 6. Packers use up 6 minutes and 46 seconds of clock and come away with nothing. Jacks take over on downs at their own 18-yard line. And a handoff up the middle, and there's not much there. And Lumberjacks get back up. I'm wondering if Pokarnowski may have dropped that ball from center. No gain on the play for Pokarnowski. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Jacks leading at 30-14 with under 5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Jacks really need a 1st down. Chew up this clock. Out of the shotgun, Pokarnowski brings Gerlach in motion. Gerlach takes the handoff, gets the block. Mitchell Gerlach breaks a couple of tackles, and Gerlach protects the football and gets the job done. Just his 2nd carry of the day. But what a carry to the 32-yard line. A 14-yard gain on a Lumberjacks 1st down. Nice job, Mitchell Gerlach. As Gerlach very patiently waited for that play to set up. Bumped off a couple of guys. He's not the biggest guy out on the field. Just 5'10" and they've got him listed at 180 pounds. But he picks up a big 1st down. And the Lumberjacks go back on the ground, and running hard is Spencer Weir. Weir is the north-south runner, the downhill runner, and Spencer, his first carry of the 2nd half. And that one goes for 12 yards and a 1st down. 51 yards on 9 carries, and the Lumberjacks up to their own 43-yard line with 3:52 left to go in the 3rd quarter. They lead 30-14. They are able to hold the Packers off out of their own end zone. Here's the give to Mygig. Mygig following Luke Knitsko, and Mygig puts a hand on Knitsko's back and says, "Let's go," and let's go they do. Inside South St. Paul territory at the 47-yard line. Are they going to give it to him? No, they're not. 2nd down and inches, a gain of 9 on Mygig's first carry of the 2nd half. It'll be 2nd down and less than 1 for Cloquet. That actually does look like a 1st down for Cloquet. First possession of the 2nd half for the Jacks as they take over on downs at their own 18-yard line. And they have it 2nd down and less than a yard at the Packer 47. Weir gets the call, and Weir protects the football as he falls down to the Packer 42, a gain of 5 and a 1st down. These runs don't have to be pretty. But they just got to be effective, and that's what they are. That one was just a simple dive right up the middle, and Weir had the necessary yardage for the first down, didn't try to do anything crazy, trying to fight for extra yards. He just fell down and picked up 5 yards, moved the chains, and kept that clock rolling. Smart football. 2:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Jacks leading at 30-14. Pokernowski from the shotgun. Gerlach comes in motion. Pokernowski's going to keep it himself. He had a nice hole and a ankle tackle by Gallagher. We've called his name a few times tonight, Nick Gallagher. And Pokernowski just about stepped out of that ankle tackle. He still managed to get 8 yards. And unofficially, I don't have Tom Brenner here next to me, but I've got Tim Pokernowski, 21 carries, 200 yards, and a touchdown. Second down and 2, an 8-yard gain for Pokernowski to the Packers' 33-yard line. Pokernowski's going to call his own number again, and he has a first down. He's trying to push Bushy out of his way, and Bushy slowed up Pokernowski enough that the Packers were able to catch him from behind. Antonio Cortez, a secondary cornerback, picks him up down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5 more and another Lumberjack first down. Jacks starting from their own 18. They have the ball first and 10 at the South St. Paul 23-yard line. The give goes to Weir, and this time Weir finds the going much tougher as South St. Paul stuffs that running lane, and Weir had to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give him 1 yard, and it was a very tough 1 yard as it is, but that clock continues to run down to nearly a minute. There have only been, each team has had 1 possession here in this third quarter. South St. Paul ate up over 6 minutes on a drive that started at their 37, ended at the Cloquet 18, and now the Jacks are at the Packers 22, second down and 9. Pokernowski with the hard count. He's going to come on the read option, pitches it back to Weir. Weir gets a block from Eli Benson. Weir breaks the tackle. Spencer Weir falls forward for a first down. Eli Benson, here's another guy. Just 5'10", 155 pounds, but he went out there and took on the cornerback, Cortez, and Spencer Weir ran over a player and picked up a first down. It'll be first down and goal to go at the Packers' 10-yard line and a gain of 12 for Spencer Weir. He has 69 yards on 12 carries, and the Lumberjacks add another first down to their total, 17 in the game. First and goal to go from the Packer 10. Weir gets the call. Weir, a short gain to the 8, and this will be the final play of the third quarter as we are down under 10 seconds remaining, and the Lumberjacks trying to put this one out of reach. They have a second down and goal to go from the South St. Paul 8-yard line, and that's where we will take it when we come back after 3 quarters of play. Our score, your Cloquet Lumberjacks 30, South St. Paul 14. We'll be back with the fourth quarter from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis right after this.
Out of sight, out of mind is a trick that usually doesn't work, especially when it comes to your retirement. Start planning early so retirement doesn't sneak up on you. Come in and see me, Joanne Trevoranis, at Franzen Investment Services, 712 Highway 33 South, or give me a call at 218-878-2975. I'll help you put a plan together so you can look forward to retirement with confidence.
Security advisory services and insurance companies are offered through Investment Centers of America, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, and a registered investment advisor and affiliated insurance agencies. ICA is not affiliated with Franzen Investment Services.
Taco John Steak Escape on Highway 33 South in Cloquet says good luck to the Lumberjacks. Stop by Taco John Steak Escape after the game and upgrade to steak. Substitute juicy hand-carved sirloin steak in any menu item. Why not try sirloin steak meat and potato burrito or the sirloin steak stuffed grilled taco? And new on the menu, sirloin steak nachos. Escape today to Taco John Steak Escape, 1200 Highway 33 South, Cloquet. Open till midnight on Friday and Saturdays.
All right, welcome back here to U.S. Bank Stadium. Head basketball coach Steve Battaglia on the Jumbotron here as he's being interviewed between quarters. And, of course, a lot of his players on this field, as a lot of these players are basketball players as well. And I think he'll let them. Extend things before basketball practice starts. Elias DeVore runs on the field late. Second down and goal to go from the 8-yard line. Here's Pokernowski. Pokernowski keeps it himself, and not much there. Is coming in from behind on the run blitz was the cornerback Joe Marlowe, rather, and that is a 1-yard gain for Tim Pokernowski. Lumberjacks third down and goal to go now at the Packers 7-yard line. Boy, if the Jacks could somehow punch this ball in and get up to 37-14, that would be quite deflating for South St. Paul. Pokernowski on third down and goal to go from the Packers 7-yard line. Wants to pass, goes over the middle, and it is incomplete. The pass intended for Tyler Moose. And what do you do now, Coach? Do you kick a field goal? As this would be about another 28-yard field goal. I think you got to get points here, and that's what they're going to do. Is Benson and Leslie trot onto the field. Fourth down and goal to go from the Packers 7-yard line, and that may have been a victory for the Packer defense there if they can hold the Lumberjacks to just 3. This will be a 24-yard field goal attempt. Benson hit from 22 yards out with 3 seconds left to go. This one coming off of the right hash. The snap, the kick, it is up, and Benson's kick is good as the Packers came rushing in. But Eli Benson, first time all season, the Lumberjacks have ever kicked 2 field goals in one game. This one from 24 yards out, and the Lumberjacks extend their lead to 33-14. With 11:14 left to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back to Minneapolis right after this.
Cloquet's newest restaurant is now open. N.E. Barbecue and Smokehouse, located on the corner of 7th and Cloquet Avenue. And the food is great. The atmosphere is fantastic with live music on the weekends to entertain you. N.E. Barbecue can accommodate your large groups and private parties. Happy hour specials on drinks and appetizers. $7.99 lunch specials every day. Doors open at 11 a.m. until midnight. Check them out on their Facebook page. N.E. Barbecue and Smokehouse for more information.
Well, the Lumberjacks end the half with a field goal, and they begin the second half with a field goal as the Lumberjacks go 82, well, not 82 yards. Actually, they went 75 yards after starting at their own 18, and they get a 24-yard field goal from Eli Benson at the 46-second mark of the fourth quarter. And now Benson dribbles one downfield. It's taken by one of the Packers' up men. I'm not sure what the thinking was there, but the Packers are going to have great field position as it was number 58 on the return, Carter Viner, and the Packers will start. Now Viner went down to field the ball. Should be back at the 43-yard line, and that's where it'll be, but still good field position. So once again, Eli Benson is second field goal of the game, this one from 24 yards out, 46 seconds into the fourth quarter, and our score is now Cloquet 33, South St. Paul 14. And Lumberjacks have got to be wary of Rabelow, Brandecker, and Bauer, because Packers, I got a feeling, are now going to be airing it out, looking for that home run pass. So keep an eye on Sexauer, the quarterback, on first down and 10. And they're going to hand it off to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez straight ahead to the 49. And a gain of 6 for Angel Rodriguez. That's okay, Packers. Run the ball all you would like. And the no-huddle offense, second down and 4 from the Packer 49-yard line. Sexauer under center, split backs, and he's going to keep it himself. Sexauer gets a block, and he's got a first down as Luzo came up and couldn't wrap up Sexauer, and he's to the Lumberjacks 46-yard line. And that's a gain of 10 yards on the run by Cade Sexauer. He has 39 yards on 8 carries and a first down, and the Packers quickly with the no-huddle offense. First down and 10 at the Cloquet 41-yard line. They trail 33-14 with 10:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. Split backs, 3 receivers to the right. First time we've seen this formation. Sexauer will hand it into the middle, and Rodriguez is tripped up and taken down. initial contact there by Bryce Turnbull. Boy, is he having a whale of a game. Schneeberger comes in and slaps him down for no gain. And I'm a little bit surprised that the Packers are running the football when you're down by 19 points. But that's okay. Second down and 10. No gain on the play for Rodriguez from the Cloquet 41-yard line. Sexauer under center. Three receivers now to the left. And now Sexauer will throw it on the quick slant. Intercepted! Schneeberger picks it up at the Cloquet 43-yard line. The third turnover of the game for the Packers. Second interception as Schneeberger just reads his eyes. Jaden Schneeberger, great job of just reading the eyes of the quarterback, Sexauer. And Jaden Schneeberger intercepts it and returns it 4 yards to the Cloquet 45-yard line. And the Packers, with their third turnover of the game, what an outstanding defensive play by Jaden Schneeberger with the interception. First and 10, Lumberjacks. Pokernowski fakes the give to Gerlach, and Pokernowski, short gain of about 3 yards to the 48-yard line. And the Packers turn it over once again, and the Lumberjacks will try to run this clock down. 33-14, Lumberjacks lead with 9:18 left to go, and Jaden Schneeberger on the sideline waving to the fans here on the Jumbotron. Gotta love it. Second down and 7 for the Lumberjacks from their own 49-yard line. Gerlach in the option takes the pitch, turns it upfield, tries to split a couple of Packer defenders as Gallagher and Forbrook come up to take him down inside South St. Paul territory. It didn't look like there was much there, but Gerlach to the Packers 46. He came up just a yard shy of the first down. That's a gain of 6 for Mitchell Gerlach. He has 27 yards on 3 carries and be third down and a yard from the Packer 46-yard line. 8:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. Jacks leading at 33-14. And Pokernowski is just going to keep it himself as Spencer Weir, as good of a running back he is, he might be even a better lead blocker, because when Tim Pokernowski is ripping off these huge runs, he's got his hands initially for the first 5 or 6 yards on Spencer Weir's back, and Weir again with the lead block there, and is another first down to the Packer 41-yard line and a gain of 5 more yards for Tim Pokernowski, who is officially over 200 yards. I've got him for 214 on 25 carries. We'll see what the scoreboard has him for. First down and 10, Cloquet from the 42. The give to Hassan Mygig. Mygig tried to get outside and stumbled and fell. With Knitsko out leading the way. Nope. Yeah, Knitsko out leading the way. And Hassan picks up about 3 to the 39-yard line. That looked like it was going to be a whole lot more, but he stumbled and fell as he went to make his cut. 41 yards on 9 carries for Hassan Mygig and a touchdown. He also has caught a touchdown pass of 45 yards. Second down and 7 from the Packers' 39-yard line. 7:26 left to go. Mygig gets the call once again, and this time he is met and stopped immediately, and now the Packers give him a little extra shot there as Mygig goes down. And they're still going to give him forward progress of a yard gain. So Cloquet will have a third down and 8 from the South St. Paul 40-yard line. And Lumberjacks are going to watch that play clock. It has 22 seconds left. So Cloquet will let this thing run down as far as they need it to. Lumberjacks have yet to use a timeout. They have 3 remaining. Packers have 2. So third down and 8. Pokernowski rolls to his right. He's got a lot of room to run, and he does. Gets a block from Weir, and first down to the 30-yard line. Wasn't sure initially if he had the first down, but he does. A gain of 10. And boy, Pokernowski, when he rolled out to that side, We've got a Lumberjack player down. He rolled out to that right side. Tyler Moose not getting up and pointing at his right knee or his right calf. Injury timeout. We have 6:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Our score, Cloquet 33, South St. Paul 14. We'll return with a injury update on Tyler Moose, and we'll be back to U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis with more Lumberjack State Tournament football right after this.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree. And we'd like to help. We're Edward Jones. Together, we'll give your long-term retirement strategy the attention it deserves. Stop by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Andy French's office, 1305 Highway 33 South, Cloquet. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
The law firm of Rudy Gassert, Yetka, Pritchett, and Hellwig would like to wish the Cloquet Lumberjacks the best in the football playoffs. As a general practice firm, the Rudy Law Firm has 6 attorneys who specialize in 6 different areas of law, allowing them to handle just about any legal matter, including family law, real estate, probate, and even personal injury cases. The Rudy Law Firm has been helping people in the Cloquet area since 1973. Learn more about Rudy Law Firm. Check out their website, www.cloquetlaw.com, or call 879-3363. Rudy Gassert, Yetka, Pritchett, and Hellwig.
Tyler Moose is able to walk off the field under his own power. Looks like he got a leg cramp in his right calf. And Spencer Weir picks up 6 yards on the first down carry to the Packers' 24-yard line. They're putting the stats up on the scoreboard here. They've got Tim Pokarnowski for 216 yards. I've got him for 224. They've got Weir for 71 yards. I have him for 77. Second down and 4. The give goes to Gerlach as he came in motion, and Mitchell Gerlach spins inside the 20, and that will be enough for another Lumberjack first down. As Mitchell Gerlach, he's carried the ball 4 times for 32 yards, but on 3 of those carries, he's picked up first downs. Actually, I think all 4 carries have been for first downs as they add another to the Lumberjacks total, and Lumberjacks down under 5.5 minutes remaining. They lead 33-14, and they have a first down and 10 at the South St. Paul 19-yard line. And there's a lot of hands on the hips on the Packers players out on the field and on the sidelines. A lot of heads down. Gerlach goes in motion. Pokarnowski is going to follow Weir to the right side, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and pushed out of bounds. Saving a touchdown is Ben Marlowe. And Pokarnowski, a 14-yard run to the 5-yard line, and the Lumberjacks first down and goal to go at the South St. Paul 5-yard line. Clock stops with 5:02 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And the Lumberjacks knocking on the door once again, trying to take advantage of a South St. Paul turnover. Jacks have 10 points off the first 2 Packer turnovers, and South St. Paul throwing their turning it over at the 3rd time as MyGig gets the handoff, and MyGig rushes it to the 4-yard line. 1-yard gain for Hassan. Lumberjacks trying to add to their points off of turnovers here with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Lumberjacks leading at 33-14. And barring a miracle, if the Lumberjacks can push this ball into the end zone, it should just about do it here. In the backfield is Bushy, joins Weir on second down and goal to go. Weir gets the call. Spencer Weir straight ahead, and he rambles his way down to the 2-yard line, and a gain of a couple for Spencer Weir. And it'll bring up third down and goal to go from the 2-yard line. Lumberjacks leading at 33-14 with 4:05 and counting here in the fourth quarter. And nobody's called a timeout as of yet. Thank you, Harry. Third down and goal to go for the Lumberjacks from the South St. Paul 1-yard line. And once again, Josh Bushy joins Spencer Weir in the backfield. Pokarnowski under center. The give goes to Weir. Weir straight ahead. Dives for the line. Come on, he's got to be in. He had to break that plane. That looked like it from here. Touchdown! Well, they had to get right in on top of Spencer Weir, but from our vantage point, it looked like Weir had easily crossed the goal line as Spencer Weir takes it on the 1-yard plunge, and he is in for his second touchdown rush of the game. Spencer Weir from 1 yard out makes it. Well, now they're going to review the play. I may have gone ahead of myself here. They have a official review, and we've got two incredibly large television screens at each end. Nope. It is a good touchdown, so that was a short review. Benson on for the extra point. He snaps the set. The kick it is up, and Eli Benson drills it through. And with 3:29 left to go here in the fourth quarter, the Lumberjacks putting the finishing touches on this one, folks. 40-14, Cloquet over South St. Paul. 3:29 left to go here in the fourth quarter. We will return to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis with the final 3.5 minutes right after this timeout.
The Cloquet School District wishes to recognize all of the tremendous work the students, their families, and the staff have done to achieve great student successes in our academics, arts, and athletics. Congratulations also are due to all Cloquet students because of the fine qualities of citizenship they show in and out of the classroom. Go Lumberjacks! You make us proud.
All right, welcome back. The Lumberjacks, 17 points off of South St. Paul turnovers. Packers have turned it over 3 times on a fumble and 2 interceptions. And the Lumberjacks have scored 2 touchdowns and a field goal off those turnovers for a difference of 17 points. Lumberjacks have not turned the ball over as of yet. Here's Benson's kick, fielded at the 15-yard line. And this is Bauer. Bauer to the 33. Lost the ball. It came out, but they say he was down on the play. And Mitchell Gerlach with the tackle on special teams. And South St. Paul will start at their own 32-yard line with 3:23 left to play. Benson moving that one to the 14-yard line. And Bauer, surprised Bauer has, won't review this. Yeah, it did come out after he hit the ground. See if they bring Bauer in motion once again. He's been coming in motion all night long, but they've never handed off to him in motion, and now he comes jogging across, back to pass, Sexauer throws, and it is incomplete. The ball skips to the intended receiver, Nathan Brandecker. That Lumberjack touchdown, they drive 55 yards. They capped the drive with a 1-yard touchdown run by Spencer Weir at 8:31 of the fourth quarter. Eli Benson adding the extra point to make it 40-14. And after the incomplete pass, it'll bring up second down and 10 for South St. Paul. The ball at their own 34-yard line, and Sexauer wants to throw again. Looks deep, and he is going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Josh Bushy takes him down, as that is the sack for the Lumberjacks defense, the first of the night. Now, that'll be a loss of 8 yards on the quarterback sack. That'll be third down and 18 for South St. Paul. And the Packers now back to their own 27-yard line. Third and 18 from the 27. Sexauer brings Bauer in motion. Straight drop. Short pass. Bauer catches it over the middle, breaks the tackle, and he has a first down at the Lumberjacks' 42-yard line. That was Max Bauer. So Bauer all the way down to the Lumberjacks' 42-yard line. That is his first catch in a gain of 40 yards on the pass completion. And it is first down and 10, Packers, and they'll go on the ground as Rodriguez with some running room. Alex Rodriguez to the 25, stops, tries to come back, cuts across the grain, weaves his way to the 10-yard line, and a 32-yard run by Angel Rodriguez, his longest run of the game, 78 yards on 12 carries. Packers hurry up. First down and goal to go from the Lumberjacks 10-yard line as they wind the clock. Sexauer hands it off. Rodriguez shakes the tackle. Rodriguez reaches for the end zone, but he's going to come up a yard shy. And a gain of 9 for Angel Rodriguez. And all of a sudden, Rodriguez running like a man on fire. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Sexauer from the 1-yard line. And he'll carry it in himself for the 1-yard touchdown plunge. With 1:38 left to go, it's not going to matter. But it does give the Packer faithful something to cheer about. As Cade Sexauer scores on a 1-yard run. And it comes with 1:38 left to go. 10:22 will be the time the touchdown. The extra point kick coming up from Rower. And the extra point is good. So the Packers go 68 yards. The key play, 40-yard pass from Cade Sexauer to Max Bauer of 40 yards. And then a 32-yard run from Angel Rodriguez. They cap the drive with a 1-yard touchdown run by quarterback Cade Sexauer at 10:22 of the fourth quarter to make it 40-21 after the extra point kick by Rohrer. We'll take a timeout and come back to Minneapolis right after this.
When it comes time to relax and enjoy a new movie, make your next stop Premier Theaters Cloquet. Located on South Highway 33, Premier Theaters offers all the newest movies and a whole lot more. Fresh buttered popcorn, cold drinks, and a great atmosphere make Premier Theaters an inviting stop even on the coldest of winter days and nights. With comfortable seating and plenty of space, your night out will be a pleasurable experience and remarkable experience. Premier Theaters, South Highway 33 in Cloquet.
Now, one of the things that Coach Linares was talking about, if you remember in the keys of the game during our pregame interview, was wrapping up on tackles. Lumberjacks did not do that on that drive, but that's okay. They've done many, many, many other things right. Here comes the onside kick, and Rauer kicks it right to Jaden Schneeberger, and Schneeberger, the good hands person, recovers it at the 48-yard line. That's a heck of an onside kick, just where you want it, as Rohrer drilled that ball low, and Schneeberger went down immediately and sucked that thing up like a sponge right up the Cloquet 48-yard line. And the Lumberjacks recovered the all-important onside kick, and Jacks are 1 minute and 37 seconds away from advancing to the state championship games right back here at U.S. Bank Stadium next Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock. 40-21 now after the Packers scored their third touchdown of the game. Okranowski from the shotgun will hand it off, and Spencer Weir, just protect the football, plunges his way into South St. Paul territory to the 46-yard line in a gain of 6 as the Packers, I believe, start to use their timeouts here. And for their South St. Paul, that is their second timeout. They have one remaining, 1:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. Coming up following this game, there is still one more game left to be played, and that game won't get underway until about 9 o'clock, and it will happen between Cretin-Durham Hall, and they'll be going up here. I believe that is a 6-day game. It'll be Cretin-Durham Hall versus Minnetonka. Minnetonka 10-1. Cretin-Durham Hall 8-2. Lumberjack fans on their feet. Lumberjack players encouraging them. What a showing for this team. Very special season, and it's going to continue, ladies and gentlemen. Second down and 5. And the give to Weir, and Weir inside the 45 to the 44, and that'll be a gain of 3 more yards, and the Packers once again will use their third and final timeout. That's it. The Packers are out of timeout. 1:22 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cloquet leading at 40-21 as Spencer Weir adds to his totals. One to check on the board. I've got Weir for 89 yards on 18 carries and 2 touchdowns. South St. Paul is going to end their season, and the Cloquet Lumberjacks are going to be the only undefeated team left in Class 4A. Trying to cap a perfect season next Friday night, or next Friday afternoon, rather, as the Lumberjacks will face the Academy of Holy Angel Stars at 4 p.m. We think 4 p.m. And as that'll be the about the third or fourth game of the day. So here we go, 3rd down and 3, and the Lumberjacks go to Pokernowski. Pokernowski with an opening, and he is tripped up from behind as Pokernowski was heading to the end zone, and Antonio Cortez got a hand around the ankle and brought him down at the 26-yard line. A gain of 19 yards for Tim Pokernowski. 257 yards on 28 carries for Tim Pokernowski. The Lumberjacks have amassed almost 500 yards in offense. We'll get your scoring and totals coming up. Lumberjacks in victory formation with 49 seconds left, and Pokernowski will take a knee at the Packer 26-yard line. And they'll do it one more time, and the Cloquet Lumberjacks will play for the Class 4A State Championship next Friday afternoon here at U.S. Bank Stadium, as they will take on the Academy of Holy Angel Stars. For just the second time in school history, Pokernowski takes another knee with 20 seconds left to go, and the Jacks will not have to take another snap. That is your Lumberjack faithful cheering on Cloquet as they're going to win it this afternoon over South St. Paul. Your final score, Cloquet 40, South St. Paul 21, and the Lumberjacks are going to the state championship game next Friday afternoon. We'll take a break and come back with our Lumberjacks postgame report. You are listening to Lumberjacks football right here on AM 1230 and 96.5 FM WKLK, and you can also find us online at northwoodsradio.com.
Jake, you should be studying, not playing games on your phone.
But, Mom, I'm playing Minute Mart's Minute Match game on their app. I match 3 of a kind and win great prizes, like game credits or a free fountain drink.
Really?
Yeah, and I got a free coffee just by downloading the app.
Wow, I'm going to download the Minute Mart app. I can check their gas prices and see store specials, too.
Download Minute Mart's free mobile app and start saving today. Minute Mart, everything you need to live life in the go.
Junction Tire Service with 2 locations in Cloquet and Carlton, and Gateway Tire in Moose Lake is tops in the Northland when it comes to tires and service. They know the importance of your vehicle running perfect at all times. It's also important to replace old tires during the cold winter months. If you find yourself stranded, call Junction Tire at 384-4500. The friendly staff at Junction Tire Service in Cloquet and Carlton and Gateway Tire in Moose Lake wishes all area teams the best of luck.
Hi, it's John and Kim, back again from B&B Market.
Last time, you took all the credit for the great specials we offer, but I'm here to let everyone know that we work together in making sure you'll find great prices throughout the store.
Kim, this one time I do agree with you. We do at B&B have great deals at the meat counter, but everybody knows I'm the real reason there is great deals.
Hold on there, John.
What?
You're starting again.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kim.
Let's just tell everyone, stop up at B&B and find out who really does know what's going on.
Members Cooperative Credit Union is a proud supporter of local sports and our local athletes. We're also proud to be your hometown credit union, providing you with the best of both worlds. Friendly, small-town service, and a wide range of products and technology to meet your needs. For over 75 years, we've been member-owned, and we're proud to serve our member communities. Visit membersccu.org for more information or stop by your local branch today. MCCU is an equal opportunity lender, member NCUA.
Hi, Scott B. and Tom B. here from Doherty Appliance Sales and Service.
With family coming over,
yeah, when not invited,
to mooch off your dinner table, don't you wish you had that new refrigerator or stove so you can feed them and send them on their way?
Doherty Appliance can help you out. We carry all the major brands and we'll help you get that appliance you want. We have the prices that make our competitors blush. Heck, I blushed. Trust me, I can blush.
Locally owned Doherty Appliance Sales and Service, 40th Avenue West Duluth and 1114 Cloquet Avenue, Cloquet.
No one gets you more than H&R Block. They believe you should never settle for anything less than the best. At H&R Block, they have the expertise, support, and flexibility to assist you with your tax preparation. Whether it's personal or business finances, healthcare reform concerns, and more, they have you covered. Stop in or call today for an appointment. In Cloquet, call 879-9352. Or the Esco location, 879-8293. No one gets you more than H&R Block.
Located on the Big Lake Road in Cloquet, Carmen's Dry Dock West is a huge supporter of Cloquet athletics. When you're looking for a great meal in a warm and inviting dining room, Carmen's is the place to go. Come to Carmen's and enjoy watching the Vikings on one of their many big screen TVs. It's karaoke every Tuesday night starting at 7, and of course, every day you'll find scrumptious food at great prices. Good luck, Lumberjacks, from the entire staff of Carmen's on the Big Lake Road, Cloquet. LaCourse Pool and Enval Law Office wishes good luck in the playoffs to all area teams. For over 30 years all across the Northland, the injured and disabled have turned to LaCourse Pool and Enval, the Northland's top caliber team in workers' compensation, Social Security disability, serious personal injury matters, criminal defense, and family law. So, when it comes to workers' compensation, Social Security disability, serious personal injury, criminal defense, and family law, put the best on your side. Call 800-535-1665. That's 800-535-1665. LaCourse Pool and Enval.
All right, welcome back here to U.S. Bank Stadium. Randy Stull with you on the Lumberjacks postgame report, and the Lumberjacks, for the second time in school history, will play for a state championship. It's been 41 years, and the Lumberjacks will try to make history to be the first team to win a state title in football. And they get the win this afternoon by a final score of 40-21 over South St. Paul. And it was not even that close, ladies and gentlemen, as the Lumberjacks, I think coming into this game, many people in this neck of the woods down here thought that South St. Paul would run the Lumberjacks right out of the building, and instead it was the Lumberjacks that ran South St. Paul right out of the building as they thoroughly thrashed the Packers 41-21 or 40-21 here this afternoon. It was a late start, but it was definitely worth the wait as the Lumberjacks win big. And let's go to the scoring. The Lumberjacks, like they did last Friday night in St. Cloud, has started off very well as they took the opening kickoff, started at their own 18-yard line. Not ideal field position, but didn't matter as the Lumberjacks drove 82 yards, and it was Spencer Weir scoring the game's first touchdown, the first of 2 touchdown runs for Spencer once again this week, as he had 2 rushing touchdowns last week. This one came from 17 yards out at 3:51 of the first quarter. The extra point kick from Benson, and the Jacks jumped out to a 7-0 lead. However, the Packers would come back and tie it up after getting a gift from the Lumberjacks as the Jacks had to punt on their second possession. Tim Pokernowski, who does the punting, went down on a knee to receive a low snap, and when he did, he was downed at that point as it was 4th down, and South St. Paul got a gift at the Lumberjacks 41-yard line, and the Packers turned it into points as they scored their first touchdown of the game. It was Chase Benson, a 5-yard touchdown run at 10:48 of the first quarter. The extra point kick from Samuel Rohr tied the game at 7, and that was our score after 1 quarter of play. It didn't last long as the Lumberjacks would come right back and score on their third possession of the game. And it was Hassan Maigig who had 2 touchdowns today. And this one came on the ground at 3:25 of the second quarter. A 1-yard touchdown plunge by Maigig. The extra point kick from Benson made it 14-7. The Packers, who turned the ball over 3 times today, well, the Jacks' next score came on their first turnover as it came on a fumble. The Lumberjacks would take over at the South St. Paul 45-yard line, and one play later, Hassan Mygig went down the middle, and Tim Pokranowski pump faked and then went right into the arms of Hassan for a 45-yard touchdown pass at 3:46 of the second quarter, as the Lumberjacks get touchdowns just 21 seconds apart. The extra point kick from Benson made it 21-7 in favor of Cloquet. However, the Packers would come back with a touchdown to cut the lead to 7, and that came at 4:56 of the second quarter. Less than a minute after the Lumberjacks scored, the Packers, Alex Rabelow got in behind the Lumberjacks defense, and Cade Sexauer dropped it into the arms of Rabelow from 58 yards out. Rabelow outran Tyler Moose to the corner of the end zone. 4:56 of the second quarter, the extra point to kick added by Rohrer, and the Packers were back within 7 at 21-14. However, the Lumberjacks would answer once again, as this time it was Tim Pokranowski scoring his first touchdown of the game, and it came following. The touchdown by Pokranowski came on the Lumberjacks' fourth drive. This one was an 81-yard drive. Pokranowski, a beautiful 59-yard touchdown run at 8:04 of the second quarter. The extra point kick from Benson went wide left, mattered not, as the Lumberjacks got back up by 2 touchdowns at 27-14. Packers would then turn it over for the second time in the game. It came on an outstanding defensive play by Bryce Turnbull as he hit quarterback Cade Sexauer as he went back to pass. The ball floated into the arms of Joshua Bushy. He returned the interception to the 24-yard line. The Jacks drove it down to the 4, but couldn't get in. They had to settle for a 22-yard field goal from Eli Benson with 3 seconds left to go in the half at 11:57, with the Lumberjacks up 30-14 at halftime. Packers would take the second half kickoff, start at their own 37-yard line, and they methodically marched downfield, but Cloquet on 4th down and 6 stopped the Packers as it was Alex Luzo laying out, or Riley Leslie rather, laying out and knocking down a 4th down pass intended for Brandecker in the end zone. Jacks would take over at their own 18-yard line, and they would drive downfield and get another field goal from Benson, this one from 24 yards out, just 46 seconds into the fourth quarter to make it 33-14. The Jacks would put the finishing touches on it in the fourth quarter, and this would come after the third turnover of the game for the Packers, as was Jaden Schneeberger intercepting a 6-hour pass at the Cloquet 45-yard line. 55 yards later, it was Spencer Weir going in from 1 yard out at 8:31 of the fourth quarter. Benson's extra point kick made it 40-14. The Packers would add a touchdown late in the fourth quarter with just 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go, as Sexauer went in on a quarterback sneak from 1 yard out. The extra point kick by Rohrer made it 40-21, and that did nothing except change the final outcome of the game, which was Cloquet 40 and South St. Paul 21. We'll take a break and come back with some stats from tonight's game as we continue on the Lumberjacks post-game report. Lumberjacks celebrate a 40-21 win over South St. Paul and advance to the state championship game next Friday afternoon. We'll be back to U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis right after this.
I hope I see a buck soon.
Just keeping you safe, my friend. Have you reviewed your disability and life insurance coverage lately? Reliable and Auto Owners Insurance can do that for you. You never know when an accident might happen.
Hey, thanks.
Reliable and Auto Owners Insurance, keeping you safe, sound, and secure.
You got any hot coffee?
You bet.
Reliable Insurance Agency. We're true to our name.
Hagen's Glass and Paint, located at 28A Street North in Cloquet, has been serving the Cloquet and surrounding area since 1947. Hagen's Glass and Paint offers same-day service, mobile installation, 100 windshields in stock, and insurance company approved. Call the friendly staff at Hagen's Glass and Paint today at 879-4531. Take advantage of their 1-cent windshield wipers with installation of a new windshield. That number again, 879-4531, or just stop in.
Nothing beats the taste of fresh meat and produce, and Fond du Lac Gas and Grocery on the Big Lake Road in Cloquet has you covered. That's right, stop in today at Fond du Lac Gas and Grocery and shop their large selection of fresh meats and produce at great prices. Check out the many deli items. While there, take advantage of the low gas prices and get a great car wash. Fond du Lac Gas and Grocery on the Big Lake Road, where surprises just keep showing up.
Hear that? That's the sound of energy savings. I'm switching to LED bulbs. That's the sound of energy savings too. I'm caulking all my windows and doors. That's the sound of me visiting Minnesota Power's website, where I found those energy savings tips and more, like free rebates and a free home energy analysis. Well, what do you know? There's Minnesota Power now to perform my home energy analysis.
Minnesota Power, moving energy forward at mnpower.com.
As an independent, locally owned bank, all staff at Cornerstone State Bank in Cloquet is committed to hometown service and the growth of their customers and communities. Save, borrow, plan for retirement, buy a home, buy a business, or buy a car. Cornerstone State Bank wants to be the bank of your financial future. Ask about free checking, mobile banking, Treasures Club, Mascot Checking, and Gems Club. Cornerstone State Bank, online at cornerstonestatebank.com. Cornerstone State Bank, downtown Cloquet, the cornerstone of your financial future. Member FDIC. Trusting someone to do something that you don't understand is nerve-wracking. Muckala & Warren PLLC offers worry-free tax preparation. If you're looking for year-round tax planning, accounting, payroll preparation, or electronic tax filing, visit Muckala & Warren PLLC at 206 Arch Street in Cloquet's historic West End. You can also reach Mike at 879-4879. Call Muckala & Warren PLLC to put your mind at ease.
All right, welcome back here to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The Lumberjacks post-game report. The Lumberjacks winning it this evening by a final score of 40-21 over South St. Paul. Let's take a look at some stats from the game tonight. For South St. Paul, they were led by Angel Rodriguez in rushing with 87 yards on 13 carries, but most of those yards came on a 32-yard run on the final drive for South St. Paul. I can't say enough about the Lumberjacks defense. I mean, it was a total team effort tonight for Cloquet, both offensively and defensively. As well as the offense played, defense may have played even better. I mean, South St. Paul, this team has been to the state tournament 5 years in a row. They were state runners-up 2 years ago. They beat an undefeated Marshall team, and then went on to the semifinals where they got beat themselves by Cloquet. But an outstanding effort against a very good team tonight by the Lumberjacks, both offensively and defensively. And they held one of their leading rushers, Angel Rodriguez, to just 87 yards on 13 carries, as he was their leading rusher. Maybe even more impressive was holding Chase Benson, their leading rusher, to just 35 yards on 7 carries, as the Lumberjacks just wrapped him up. And Cade Sexauer ended up with 32 yards on 10 carries. In all, the Lumberjacks gave up just 154 yards rushing to a team that 90% of the time, that's all they do is run the football. Passing, Sexauer was 3 of 9, 105 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions, and 58 of those 105 yards came on the touchdown pass to Alex Rabelow, who got 2 of his 3 passes. 105 yards passing, 154 yards rushing, just 259 yards in total offense for South St. Paul tonight. Jacks held them to just 10 first downs in the game. The Packers were flagged for 2 penalties for 13 yards. And more importantly, the Jacks, for South St. Paul, they turned the ball over 3 times on 2 interceptions on a fumble. And when you're this deep into the playoffs, turning the ball over 3 times is never going to add up to anything good in the state semifinals, quarterfinals, whatever. This late in the season, you just can't do it. And the Lumberjacks definitely took advantage as they scored 17 points. They scored on all 3 of those turnovers by South St. Paul, 2 touchdowns and an interception. But guess what, folks? Even without the points off of turnovers, they still would have beaten the Packers 23-21. So 259 yards in total offense for St. Paul. For Cloquet, another phenomenal effort from their senior quarterback, Tim Pokernowski, as he led the way with, unofficially again, 257 yards on 28 carries and 1 rushing touchdown. Spencer Weir, 89 yards on 18 carries and 2 touchdowns. Hassan Maigig, 41 yards on 11 carries and 1 rushing touchdown. And Mitchell Gerlach, 32 yards on 4 carries. That may not seem a lot, but all 4 of those carries were for first down, that extended drive. So that was just as important, as well as it allowed the Lumberjacks to run that clock down. 419 yards rushing for the Lumberjacks tonight, as they ran literally all over South St. Paul. Packers did not have an answer for the Lumberjacks running game. Passing, Pokernowski was 3 of 7 for 56 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and the Lumberjacks 475 yards in total offense. I think they may have had 500 yards officially on the board, but I had 475, but close enough. Lumberjacks had a season-high 25 first downs in the game, and they did not turn the ball over at all. And turnovers are so critical, and the Lumberjacks avoided that tonight, and South St. Paul did not. And the Lumberjacks cruised to the victory. 419 total yards to 259 in favor of Cloquet. 25 first downs to just 10 for South St. Paul. Jacks ran 68 offensive plays. Packers ran just 40, and the Lumberjacks win it by a final score of 40-21. With the loss, the Packers end their season at 9-3, and the Lumberjacks, train keeps it rolling. Lumberjacks are now 12-0 on the season, and they're going to try to make it a very lucky 13 in a row next Friday afternoon as they take on the Academy of Holy Angels for the state championship. We'll take our final timeout and be back to wrap things up here from U.S. Bank Stadium right after this.
Sunderberg Well Drilling of Esco offers drilling of residential, commercial, and cabin wells. The experts at Sunderberg Well Drilling have the experience to assure the success of your well, and they can offer you advice on flow problems with your rock well. If your rock well is experiencing flow issues, the professionals at Sunderberg Well Drilling may be able to increase the flow with the hydrofrac process. Call Sunderberg Well Drilling at 879-4080, 879-4080 for more information.
Life changes, then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called unexpected. So when it comes to your financial goals, our philosophy is don't predict, prepare. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can potentially derail your family's financial security. Edward Jones financial advisor Tia Grodkowski can help you prepare for life's unexpected events. Stop by the office at 314 Elm Avenue, Moose Lake for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Federated Co-ops is member-owned. At Federated Co-ops, they pay their profits back to their customers in the form of dividends, and they've satisfied the needs of customers since 1929. Federated Co-ops is also proud to sponsor sports broadcasts of all our local teams and wish them well during the season. With in-house experienced technicians, you have the peace of mind in knowing that Federated Co-ops can handle any emergency need for you this heating season. Call Federated Co-ops for more information on how we can help you.
Have you looked at the new and improved Northland Sports Online website? At Northland Sports Online, we have local stories about local teams and events around the Northland. We have over 30 photographers contributing photos to the website, as well as a host of writers bringing the action to life. The new photo galleries, as well as the new look and design, have made us one of the fastest-growing websites in the Northland, and has made us a favorite not only to players, but to parents, grandparents, and more. Don't forget, it's www.northlandsportsonline.com.
This is Corey at Cloquet Service Center. When it comes to automotive services, we can help you. At Cloquet Service Center, we provide every kind of service your car needs. We do computerized automotive diagnostics and wheel alignments. We work on electrical, air conditioning, suspension systems, and brakes. We can do the general maintenance your car needs. We work on light truck, diesel repair, as well as change your oil. We have master ASE certified technicians, so you know the job gets done right. Cloquet Service Center on Highway 45, or call for an appointment, 879-2131.
Washington Avenue Laundry and Car Wash, located conveniently on Washington Avenue in Cloquet, is more than just a great place to wash your clothes. You can also drop them off and have them done for you. They also offer car and truck washes, as well as car and truck detailing, mobile wash, and even oil changes and vehicle repair services. All of this at one location. Call 879-9836 or stop by Washington Avenue Laundry and Car Wash today. Meet the friendly staff and make your appointment for one or several of the services they offer.
Well, still one more game to be played here tonight as we approach the 9 o'clock hour, as Cretin-Durham Hall will be taking on Minnetonka in a semifinal game, with the winner to meet Eden Prairie in the Class 6A state championship. Taking a look at Class 4A, it was Academy of Holy Angels defeating Winona, ending the Windhawks' undefeated season, as the Stars came from behind in the fourth quarter to beat the Windhawks 26-22, and that sets up our Class 4A state championship game next Friday afternoon here at US Bank Stadium at 4 o'clock. Hopefully we won't have a lot of delays, but that's what it is on the program at 4 o'clock. And we'll be on the air with a special 45-minute pregame show prior to whenever the game starts, but it is scheduled to start at 4 o'clock. And our Class 4A state championship, the Academy of Holy Angel Stars, 11-1 versus your Cloquet Lumberjacks, 12-0. And of course, we know you'll join us then. And I believe again that one will also be simulcast on both AM and FM next Friday afternoon. And don't forget, if you can't get anywhere near a radio, anywhere you can get the internet service, you can dial us up at northwoodsradio.com and listen live. So once again, Cloquet versus Academy of Holy Angels next Friday afternoon, the day after Thanksgiving, at 4 p.m. here from US Bank Stadium for the Class 4A state championship, as the Lumberjacks look to make history next Friday. For Earl Foster, back in our WKLK studios. Earl, thank you very much for your efforts this afternoon and sticking with me into the evening. This is Randy Stahl saying so long from US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Once again, your final score, the Cloquet Lumberjacks 40, the South St. Paul Packers 21. Hope you enjoyed it, everyone. And we'll see you right back here next Friday afternoon for the Class 4A state championship. Good night from Minneapolis.